Tonight's greatness in barbecue entertainment is partnered with the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, the Barbecue Store, Chupacabra Throwdown, Team Cosmos Cute Products, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, We Branded Promotion, Texas Oil Dove, Team Rectech, Texas Original Charcoal Company, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Pinkerton Pit Barbecue, Mr. King Sharpening Services, Smoke and Magic, All Fired Up Cook-Off, Laredo Roofing Solutions, Half-Fast Cooker, and The Chopping Block in Webster and Victoria.
Everybody, this is Aaron the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
Hey, we got any more beer in here? All right, I'm sorry. I won't talk again. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, Robbie.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
And stamp it.
I call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
If you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that.
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
Hello, I'm Joey Smith with Texas Chrome Barbecue. Here watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Did I say that right?
Hi, my name's Reagan of La Pasadita. You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Are y'all high? Because I am. Enjoy the show.
Hey, this is Josh Hale, Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1, let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smoking Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Broesche. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guests, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smoking Gooder Show starts now.
Welcome in, everybody. You guys know, and gals know what time it is. It's a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, March the 5th, 2025. We just got through the gauntlet that is the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off. We're going to be talking all about that tonight with the world champ, the newest world champions. We got a special treat because this man does not do these often, if not ever. We'll ask him, but we're talking about Mr. Reagan Broesche, Barefoot, Reagan, for those that don't know, with La Pasadita. And we're going to have Josh Hale, maybe Stacy Hale makes an appearance in here from Sure Shot Barbecue, but they are the newest world champions. They bested the field of 248 cooks out of Houston and became the newest world champions. We're going to talk to them all tonight. I've got my co-host, Eddy Morales. I see him ready to go. We'll get him on in just a second. Producer Ty is in the house, so we're going to be talking barbecue, all about Houston. Eddy just had a GC. We'll revisit that here in just a second because we were out live. Got lots to talk about tonight. I'm glad you're in. We got 50K already in and more climbing in. Before I get to Eddy, I'll just do a quick rundown of the Gooder gang that is in early. Ty, you ready to help me out with that, sir? Yep, he is. We got ZZ Top Fan Evening All. What's up, my man? We've got So Smoking Gooder Show checking in. That's producer Ty. Daddy Dutch in the house. Hey, gang, I'll be listening while vending some grub. All right, hope you make some money tonight, my man. The Dude Barbecue. What's up, Gooder gang? Larry Vaughn, afternoon from North Jersey. Nicho Heredando, good evening. Chase Vincent, what's up, Gooder gang? Surge in the house. What's up, Gooder gang? Hashtag Bullhorn Worldwide Smoked on Main Street. What's up, Gooder gang? Brian Stewart from Half-Fast Cookers. What's up, my man? Armando De Luna, I'll see you this weekend at Con-Can. What's up? Samantha Cherry, hey, y'all. Burley Gunter, got to visit with him for just a little while this past weekend. Bobby Delgado, saw him at the Pitmaster Social. Donnie, Twisted D, I got a story about Donnie. Donnie, can I share the story? What's going on over there? Jared McCrory, what is up, my man? Renee Sanchez, I'll see him, I believe, this weekend. Melody Vinson, hello, Miss Melody, how are you? South Texas Blaze Barbecue, what's up? Laura, sweet Laura, I'll see her this weekend. Jeff Dennison, what's going on? Sean Trainer's in the house. James Dodson, got to hang out with my man James. Eddy Morales, longest intro in history. We can make it longer, bro. Keep. We got you there. At least Eddy checked in 6 minutes ago and he's complaining already. Danton Townsend, what's up, Gooder gang? Michael Sistrunk, what is going on? Pit Life Barbecue Podcast. What's up, my man? You can check him on Monday nights. Surge as well. You can see their show Beyond the Smoke on Monday nights. Lucas Armstrong, what's up? Corby Simpkins, what's going on? G. Wald, got to see him this weekend. What's up, fuckers? Poochie, I saw Poochie this weekend. Poochie got a call, pretty sure, right, Poochie? CB Barbosa, I saw him as well. Stephen Oler, the brisket champion of Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo in the house. David Dunn, Colin McElrath, that is the Barbecue Bash promoter and badass cook. Charlie Kings, he was second Reserve Grand Champion. What's up, Charlie? Congratulations. Bell Clark in the house, y'all. Hey, y'all, what's up? Brandon Kolaja, I saw Brandon as well. Brandon Perriman, I didn't see him, but he's in that. David Mote, he's got a big contest coming up on the 14th. That is the Weatherford. Oh, my God. Why is it? Sorry, David. We'll come back. Eddy will know what it's called. G. Wald, Jackie Milligan, I'll see her this weekend. Jimmy Savage as well. Who else we got? And High Barbecue. What's going on? All right. Hawaii Barbecue. That's probably what that should be. Let's get the co-host in, Ty. 60K in and climbing. There he is right there. Longest intro for the co-host. My man. I knew you would make it. We had no conversations, but I just like, you know what? Eddy's in. His barbecue homie is a newest world champion. I knew Eddy was not going to miss that. What's up, my man? How are you? What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? Good, man. Good.
What happened to that guy?
I don't know. Ever since he did whatever he did, he kind of...
Did we ruin it for him, or did he?
No, he ruined it by himself by playing with the
Barnyard. Thank you. My goodness, couldn't figure that out. The world champion or the grand champion of the Barnyard is talking right there, Mr. Eddy Morales. You're gonna make that one as well, right?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure yet.
Leaving the door open.
We'll see.
I said I got a funny story about Donnie. Donnie was asking me if it was full over in Con-Can this weekend. Diana's the event rep. And so I was like, no, not that I know of. Come on. And he's like, all right, well, I'm dealing with my dogs. Apparently, this is the third time, Donnie, or second time since October. Both his dogs got a little too curious about a porcupine, and they got quills all over their face. And he texted me today. I said, you coming? And he's like, no, these damn dogs cost me $800. I'm out. I was like, well, damn. I said, well, hopefully 2 times is all it takes to have that happen to you. What's up, man? I hadn't seen you in a couple weeks. I was busy last weekend. Did you get a chance to check out the Pitmaster social? Were you watching?
I watched some of it. Yeah, it was good.
It was good. We had a.
I was doing some trimming, so it was playing in the background.
So we had over 100 Pitmasters in attendance for that social. It was awesome. And again, HLSR, they were in attendance, so they did see it. It was not a party. We did have a social. So basically, shout out to my cook team that I cooked with, the Half-Fast Cookers in C915. They were awesome, hospitable guests. They actually catered in food. They put it out there. They had a taco bar, full taco bar. And then we talked about, hey, these Pitmasters are going to come in, hang out, talk with each other. They're going to get on stage. They're going to have a show, but they're just coming in for fellowship. We're not going to raise hell. This is what we do each and every year. And Tuna and Todd, they were like, hey, we're going to put Miller Lite and Ultra out there and whatever else y'all want. And then once they saw the people showing up, they're like, they see world champions. They see teams from Brazil, Argentina, Australia. They were just having a good time. And they're like, hey, man, we're opening the bar. Whatever they want, they can go fix themselves. The full bar was open. So we had an open bar, food. Shout out to Half-Fast Cookers, man. If you guys were in attendance, give them some love here, because they didn't have to do that, but they went above and beyond. We had a great time out there. It was awesome. It was a great time. Shout out to my co-host for the evening, Bree. I told her like 2 minutes before we started, I said, hey, Bree, you don't know it yet, but you're my co-host for tonight. So, and producer Ty was in the house. He was working all the magic behind the scenes.
I saw that. Yeah, he was
from home.
Was,
so that was awesome. Just a social. Yes, it was just a social. Okay. Last order of business that I want to talk about. You, Eddie, you just GC'd again in, where were you? IBCA. Cuero. Let's run that real quick. How you feeling, man? How many bungs is that for you now?
It's just 2.
Okay, 2 bungs. Talk about your cook, man. You feel like you're doing very well right now. When we do the power rankings, I excluded myself, but I don't exclude co-hosts. So you would be, I don't know where I'd rank you, but I know it'd be in the top 10 for sure.
Man, I don't know.
Maybe top half, maybe top third, maybe top. You don't know. You don't know. You're not getting lucky. You're cooking well, man. Seems like you figured the chicken out, and then from there it just clicked. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that chicken has been. Last weekend I went to San Antonio Trophy Hunters.
Yeah.
Man, I had a third pork. That was it. Chicken was like 16 or 17, but they hated the ribs and brisket. So
no, damn. I do want to talk about my brisket this weekend. It was one of the best I've cooked in a very long time. Eddie, you and I talk. I don't feel confident about brisket right now. It's my Achilles heel right now, but I cooked that one, and I normally don't say, damn, that was fucking good. I cooked it. Shout out to the chopping block. They provided a beefcake of a brisket. It was amazing. John handpicked that one. I had 2. I had one from RC Ranch. Thank you, RC Ranch. They also provided. So we cooked 2 side by side, and RC Ranch was really good too. But this one was just, I don't know, whatever it may be. We turned it in. We wound up 35th, which I'll take that in a brisket at 249 teams out there. So
yeah.
It was awesome. So shout out to the chopping block for providing that. All right. I told them 8:15 we'd get them on, and we are right on. Anything, any house cleaning we need to do? I do want to introduce producer Ty. Ty, get in here real quick. Thank you for in last week. He was under the weather a couple weeks ago. I think he's all back and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm pretty much all back.
You did a rundown, so we'll talk about that later. So people that that you comment, if you see their names, let's give them some proper shout outs if they placed out there, if they did well out there. So I know you got a nice little list you're working on, so we'll touch back with you. Okay. I think we're good on boxes for later.
Oh yeah, if send them to Facebook Messenger, Martin Ty Cobb, if you got them. But we've probably got about 15 for tonight.
And we'd love to see HLSR boxes. So if you have HLSR boxes, please send those in, and we'll put them to the front of the line. All right. Well, let's bring in the guests of the evening. This is somebody that we'll go Josh Hale first, because Josh has been kicking it killing it out there for a little while. He had a strong season last year, finished in the top 5 in CBA, multiple grand championships, multiple big wins. That is Eddy's a barbecue homie and Taylor Swift dancing partner. Let's bring him on. We're talking about the Corn Dog King, Mr. Josh Hale of Sure Shot Barbecue. What is up, my man? How are you?
How's it going?
Good. Well, we'll Gooder Gang. Let's rate this stash tonight on a scale of excellent, very good, fair, and poor. We kind of already know what Eddy's gonna do, so don't put your scores in yet. We'll come back to this when we're gonna rate the stash on a 10 through 7 scale. What's up, my doggy Josh? CB's in the house. All right, and let's bring in Barefoot Reagan with La Pasadita. He doesn't do these very often, but La Pasadita started out. We'll get his story here in just a second, but it started out 35 years ago.
What up?
What's up? Reagan is checking in from the Ace Hardware show in San Antonio. Reagan, right? 35 years for La Pasadita. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, 35 years for La Pasadita?
Hey, 1 sec. I'm having to move so I can hear you better, though.
Yep. He got them old man ears.
That sounds about
partying,
right.
partying at the restaurant.
It's all right. We're all good.
I can hear you better now.
You got any shoes on in the restaurant? They make you wear shoes?
I do have shoes on currently.
Terrible. All right,
doesn't mean they'll be on too long.
So 35 years, right? La Pasadita, or is it 36?
91.
Yeah, 35 years. How old were you, Eddy, 35 years ago?
I wasn't.
He was born when I was graduating high school.
I was born in 1990.
Yeah, Eddy is not even born yet when you started.
True.
All right. So, Reagan, you don't do many of these, right? How many of these shows have you ever done?
Oh, I do very few. I don't do internet.
You don't do internet. He said, "Can you mail me the link with the UPS mail?" I was like, "No, we got to email it at least." We'll talk about your story, man. Talk about La Pasadita. I don't know if you can see, but I got your shirt on tonight, bro.
I love it. Beautiful.
All right.
And great color.
Yeah, great color. It works. So talk about La Pasadita, man. A lot of people don't know the story. A lot of people have seen you, maybe not approached you. You're just this weird guy with no shoes that's walking around.
I am.
But when they do approach you, you're awesome.
Started as a friend's dad asked if we would do a 501c with him, and I asked what. He said serving beer and barbecue. I said we're in, and that's where it all started. 25 years later, I started doing heavy comp cooking after that, and I like the comp world a lot better than the serving world, but I've had a lot of fun in my 31 years or whatever it is in barbecue now, and enjoy every day.
Thanks, Jason. Yeah, you were, like I mentioned, Eddy, when did you first approach Reagan? Do you remember meeting him?
Shit. No. Oh, yeah. I met him I don't know when I met him, but first time I hung out with him was in Leander at that Leander cook-off. I had one of the first times I parked next to Josh, and we stayed up fucking drinking tequila till 2 a.m.
So too late.
Way too late. Josh, what do you remember? How did this bromance happen with you and Reagan, bro?
I actually met Reagan way before barbecue. I met Reagan out as I knew about Reagan a long time ago, prior military actually, and then once I got out, I was helping some friends, making some side money, side hustle, catching exotics and stuff. And one day we went to a ranch, and go figure, there he was, barefoot, and I'm like, well, I'll be dang, here he is. And I hadn't seen him in a while, and then since then it was good. And once I finally made that decision to get into barbecue, I mean, Reagan's family. Reagan's been that, that right hand as far as there's nothing Stacy or I from day one that something we didn't know about when we first started. Ask Reagan, because he'll tell you, there's no BS about it. That's for sure.
I remember meeting Reagan. I'm pretty sure it was a Humble Rodeo KCBS contest, and they have caliche, right? They have some concrete, but then they have like to get to where you need to go is rocks. And Reagan is sitting there with his box. He had a hat. He had a little man bun, and he's just walking his thing all through that stuff. And I'm like, look at this guy. Look at this guy, just not missing a beat. Just like it's not even bothering him. And I'm like, how the hell is he doing that? Yeah, that was my first look at Reagan. And I didn't actually talk to Reagan for a couple because I was just like, this is a different cat. But once you go and meet this man, he's one of the nicest, most generous, awesome people on the barbecue circuit that you will meet, man. And Reagan, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. You are an amazing ambassador. It's great that the Gooder Gang gets to actually see you on this screen for the next hour or so, because they're going to get to know you, the man, and what a cool dude, and what a generous and just awesome barbecue guy you are, man. Oh, we got to unmute him, Ty. There we go. We got you.
Well, glad to be here.
We're glad to have you, man. We're glad to have you.
And we got the sheriff, Josh, over there in the other corner.
We got the sheriff. Yes. For those that don't know as well, talk about Eddy, the 922 tradition. I don't know where it started, but I feel like Reagan has kind of taken that under his wing and made it one of his own.
I got it from Darren Worth back in the day.
Darren Worth. Okay, cool. So it's been around for a while now, the 922 a.m.
It's been around since I've been in barbecue.
Okay, very nice. Well, I feel like you're bringing it to Texas because Darren, KCBS teams are a little north of Dallas, but I feel like you've brought it in and introduced it. For those that don't know, Reagan, describe what it is, man. 922 a.m. shot. What happens?
922, we do good luck to each other. We try to say something nice. It isn't always nice, but we try. And we wish luck, and hopefully one of us ends up last on that stage.
Well, I know you got more than one toast, so we'll do a toast right now. Whoever's drinking, Eddy may not be drinking. But let's start the show off right. If you put him on solo, Ty, and we'll hear one of the toasts, one of the experiences you'll have at a 922 a.m. Toast. Go for it, Reagan.
We will raise our glasses up to fire and smoke, especially that of pecan and oak. May our ribs be moist. Your brisket sure as hell be tender, or Josh Hale's going to whoop you anyways. Hopefully, we all recover swiftly from tonight's bender. Cook with joy, never with rage, and one of us deserves to be last on that stage.
Yes, sir. Toast them up, boys. There we go. All right, we're getting started now on the show. That's the way to start the show, my man, Reagan. And I know you got probably like 4 more under your belt, so maybe we do them later. We'll see. We will see. No, don't go under. Jackie wants to know if she can see the feet.
We'll sit here. I bet I can see if I can point down.
First time ever on the show. There it is. There they are. Okay, there it is. Jackie, that is the first request. No, it's fine, bro. It's fine. This is what we do on the show. But that is the first request ever. Can we see the feet on the show? Normally is we can rate feet. Y'all want to rate feet later? No, that's a Twitch show. That's not on that's not on Facebook.
Always barefoot.
Or YouTube. That's a 10. You got a 10 rating from Ty.
Oh yeah.
All right, so boys, y'all Josh, I know you've been on the show once or twice now. This may be your 3rd time on. Last time you famously went to the bathroom with your earbuds in and we could hear you pissing. That was awesome.
The first time. That was the first time.
That was awesome. Maybe when something happens again tonight. But Josh, you've been on a roll, bro. You had a great season last year. Like Reagan said in his toast, better be right or Josh Hale's going to beat your ass. But man, this last year, talk about 2024. And I mean, how you feeling about y'all's cooks? You and your wife are a great barbecue team out there.
I mean, I have said it 1,000 times to everybody. Here recently, I've only cooked one solo, I think, once. and it was a disaster. Eddie was there. It was smoking. I specifically actually remember it was smoking on the Rio last year, and it was a terrible day. Not that I don't know what to do, but I tried telling everybody. I mean, my wife's that's my right hand. That's my. I mean, funny because I'm left, but there's no sure shot barbecue without my wife being next to me. That's just a fact. That ain't saying that because that's my wife. She's not just my wife. She's my teammate. And I'm, after last year doing what we were able to accomplish, we learned a lot, learned even more together, long as Josh doesn't go squirrel off and do too much crazy things. If I can nail everything and I got my wife by my side, I mean, personally, and it's not a cocky thing or an arrogant, it's just, if I can nail all 4 of my meets, I think I have a shot with her, or I think we have a shot for our name to be called at the end. I mean, it's just the truth.
No. And going off and getting squirrely. Eddie, you been with him lately when he's going off getting squirrely?
No, not me. No.
Well,
he hadn't been
cooking. Who hasn't been cooking?
Josh.
No, he's been cooking. That boy, I told him earlier today, I was like, he's going to Austin. I was like, well, don't get all jacked up on Thursday night. He's like, kind of working for me. So,
no.
It is kind of working for him. He did that at Briscoe, GC'd that thing.
Wednesday night at Houston Rodeo, we stayed up all night.
We don't really, we don't need to bring that one up either.
We're not bringing in anything.
Briscoe was started a little early. Reagan's actually the first one when I first started, which Rob, Eddie knows when we first started barbecuing, there was no drinking for me. I would have one beer besides Reagan's 922 shot, and that was it. There was no 10 o'clock with you. There was no nothing until I turned in ribs. I would have one beer, and that's it. Only because I needed to kind of, get the shakedown and get ready to do some serious trimming. I have also learned from Reagan, which has helped me and some other people, that you don't always have to be so serious. You can enjoy yourself and still win. And some days you enjoy yourself more. And yes, it upsets my teammates sometimes when I scroll out a little too much, which I've been known to do. Briscoe was one. Briscoe that day was rough. That was rough. It was a great day, but it was rough.
All right. Question for the Gooder gang. If you guys and gals are drinking during a cook day, what time do you start? Me, it's 9:22 with Reagan if he's in the house. If he's not there, Stacy and Josh will hold that down. I see Eddie there all the time at 9:22. But it's 10 a.m. We do a 10 a.m. beer. Me and Danny have been doing that for a while, but it's fun. So that's our time. That is our time.
Y'all
can y'all
done
pause?
The 10 a.m. Reagan.
8:01. Wes is 8:01. You mean that time at SAR when you got the turn in time wrong? Yeah. He still turned in.
Who said that?
Stacy.
Your teammate.
Oh, good teammate. David Cano's been killing it underground. Go ahead.
We learned in that moment that, hey, in about 5 minutes, we can cut ribs, do a little saucing. We can still box them and get them turned in on time. Not ideal, but we made it happen.
It's a test. Hey, Reagan, in that
really like.
Real quick, let me ask Reagan. In that group of pitmasters you're with, does any of them have maybe earbuds you can borrow? Because I think that would make all the difference in the world.
No, everyone's left. I went back outside now because I can hear you.
Okay, all right, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. If you need to maybe put that stationary where you're not holding it because it's maybe when your hands.
I walked back over the table for a second. That was me.
Okay, all good. We are good, but. Everybody's talking about your tequila, Reagan. You're an aficionado of tequila. If you go to 9:22 a.m. with Reagan, and I do have a video that I'll share later. It is it's not your high school tequila. This is some good ass shit, bro.
Drink Jose Cuervo.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's not. It is not Jose Cuervo. It's not all the time, but what are the ones you have in that little little boy pisser? The
My
little penis
shot box
pisser.
is Mandala is probably my favorite.
What is it?
Mandala is probably my favorite that
Mandala
travels in the shot box.
All right, very nice,
There's
nice.
several we drink, but Mandala is definitely the top one.
Someone's asking what it stands for.
What Mandala stands for, or D?
922.
922. Good job, baby.
Hold on, I gotta put that up. I gotta remove that. We'll show that later.
That was what I used to drink.
What it stands for? When Eddie used to drink.
What stands for? Are you talking about Mandala or
The 922? Is there a reason behind it? At 922.
It was a 9/11 shot, and then people got pissed after 9/11 it being 9/11, so we switched to the 922. It's all about luck. I mean, people do open an 808 beer. There's all kinds of weird stuff us barbecue cooks do for that little bit of luck, which we all need because there's way too much good out there in barbecue.
And 922 in the KCBS world, if you do a 922 shot, do that. By the time you get back to your trailer, it's ready to rock and roll on chicken.
Time to go to work.
It is time to go to work at that point in KCBS world. What about CBA world, Josh? What are you doing at 922?
Taking a shot.
Just taking a shot, and then depending on the day, maybe another one or a beer. You know, gotten a little bit more flexible on Saturdays, a little bit.
At 922, Josh, is you're nothing but chicken's on. I bet, right? I mean, everything but chicken is on at that point, right?
At 920, yes, sir. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah. Heck, at 922, 9 times out of 10, probably almost everything is wrapped almost by 922. 10 o'clock at the latest.
Damn. Well, maybe Reagan will share some timelines with us tonight, but Reagan has a famous chicken leg video on the Barbecue League. If you guys are not a part of the Barbecue League, that's the best $100.
It works if you ever want to cook legs.
Yeah. Is it still 100? There's Luke Darnell from Old Virginia smoking the house.
What's shit. Lap dance is coming soon.
What's up, Eduardo?
Think he's got a man crush on you, Eddie.
Lap dance is coming soon.
He calls you pool boy.
Oh my.
Damn, my internet just went out. Fuck, I gotta go.
He just called you a pool boy. Are you Eddie's pool boy?
No, Eddie's his pool boy, apparently.
Oh, Eddie's your pool boy. He says no.
No. Yeah, so that leg class, you can find it on the Barbecue League. I wonder how many.
Just to let you know.
It does work. I bet everybody, if you're on the league, I'm sure you've seen it. Love that Reagan leg class. A lot of people that cook legs, you go in pretty much detail, Reagan, on that leg class about how to trim, how to cut off, and it's pretty simple. I think your leg process is simpler than some others that I've seen.
I know a lot of people that do legs, and they make it real hard. I'll give it to you as easy as it is on that video. If you want to learn how to do legs and keep your chicken simple, watch it.
Yeah, and it works. It works. So
I know at least 10 cooks, if not 12 cooks, that have 180'd at the Royal right off the video.
Damn. Josh is one. He's putting his finger up.
Josh is one of them.
Josh is one of them.
That's not true.
Real quick, you're in San Antonio for the Ace Hardware show. Who all's there with you, Reagan?
At the dinner?
Yeah, who was all there tonight?
Oh, we had Luke, we had Chicken Fry, we had Fred, we had Rod. We had a group.
That's nice. That's nice. Eddie, you got a question for either of these boys before we start talking Houston?
No, let's get into Houston.
All right, so Reagan and Josh, this is how many years to cook this event? Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
2 together, me and Josh.
Did you ever cook it back in the day? You've been doing this for 30.
I've cooked it 5 different times, but never as me, besides in the early day before Houston was corporate.
Okay, but this is the first time that you were turning in your own food with Josh, right?
Me and Josh were cooking together last year and this year.
Very nice, very nice. And that event is one of the the 4, right? The top 4. I like to include San Antonio, the top 5. But it's hard to get in. As you know, it's hard to get into that. It's hard to cook it. How did this come about with always able but confused, boys? How'd that happen?
Blues Hog.
Blues Hog. Stacy Brenneman's calling. Blues Hog.
That's right.
Last year for us, we weren't even, which everybody knows, we're part of that family. We weren't even planning on cooking Houston last year. We did discuss that. Let's maybe make a trip down there and go see what it's about, from hearing everybody. But
you were coming to hang out or what?
Yeah, I mean, that was our initial plan last year. Let's go see what it's about. Let's go hang out, experience the Houston, because everybody talks about it.
Yeah.
And then in typical fashion between Reagan and, everything, like I think 2 weeks out, maybe 10 days. Hey, you want to go cook it? Man, no, you want to go cook it? Let's go cook it together. And I'm not, we're not going to say no. So let's go do it.
Right.
And we literally, we had a couple days, get a game plan together. How we're going to get some drums down there, get a pop up. We made it happen, but we were not planning on cooking it last year at all.
Last year, did y'all got a walk last year, right? Did y'all touch the stage last year?
Yes,
second place brisket because of Mr. Josh right there.
Oh, that's right. Second place brisket.
First place brisket.
Tied.
Should have been.
Oh, yes.
In the box, not 9.
Second place brisket.
How did I forget that? That was awesome.
Second place brisket is what we got.
Second place brisket. Look at Josh being all political. He's not
7th overall.
Nothing.
I'm not. Hey,
7th overall.
I'm not mad at it. Second place brisket. First time cooking Houston. We finished 7th overall. What are you going to be mad about? That's a pretty good experience for your first time.
And how do you improve that? You go win it.
That's a pretty big swing. Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Okay. He's doing the show and driving. Are you driving?
Oh,
yeah,
he's not driving.
I'm in an Uber.
All right, good. He's in an Uber. Thank you.
He's definitely not driving.
Thank you. I was about to cut Reagan off till he got to the room. Who's with you? Luke?
I got Lukey and Mark from Blues Hog.
All right. What's up, Mark? How are you, man? All right. Good to see you. I saw you earlier. Thank you very much, man. Mark was I saw Mark at the KC Barbecue Fest last time. I think I saw Mark. Yep. And I was like, hey, you got any sweet and savory? And he's like, yeah. And he loaded me up with like 2 freaking boxes of sweet and savory. So I'm still using it, Mark. Thank you very much, bro.
Hey, this year was kind of the same deal for us.
That's the whole.
We thought we were going to be cooking together, but we kind of spread the power across. And hey, you and Stacy, y'all go cook that. And the first thing we did was, let's call Reagan, because he's going to cook with us too, obviously. So,
well, obviously
we wouldn't cook the same spot.
Obviously, we're all on because you guys GC the damn thing. Like Reagan said, how do you improve on that? 7th place overall. Has it sunk in? Reagan, is this your first world championship, or are you a world champion?
Memphis in May in this one.
You won Memphis in May
with the Blues Hogs.
Oh, that's right. Memphis in May. And this one, pretty awesome. Those are power contests right there. If you're gonna win, that's how you do it. It doesn't suck. Compare the 2 stages, boys.
They're both amazing. Anytime you can win a big event, that just makes a better day. But I still check the buckle to make sure it's there.
I got mine on right now. I haven't been able to take it off. I mean, I keep waiting
Slept
for
with it
that
the first
time.
2 days.
Every time I check, I'm like, just to make sure it's there.
All right. So, how are the dynamics in this setup this past weekend? Who cooked what?
I was chicken. Josh was ribs and brisket.
All right. All right. Good call. Obviously, both of y'all. That was a great setup there. Reagan, how confident are you doing half chickens? I mean, you've been in Texas forever. It's probably not a big deal
I'm
to you.
very confident. I won more chicken before I won anything else.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I might have been second chicken at Houston this year, but I was tied for first.
Yes, you were.
Champion chicken.
Let's be real. My morning was going very good. Reagan got there, got his chicken rolling, and he gets it on. My teammate, my wife, she was very amped up that morning, trying to make everything go. And Reagan literally threw his chicken on, and he's like, we'll just walk away. We'll just go, blah, blah. And he just literally throws his 2 chicken halves on and he just leaves. And, everybody that knows, everybody that knows me, I'm
that's not you, bro.
I'm enjoying more now, but that's still like, look, dude, we're at Houston. Let's, stay a little focused. And I did that whole morning, and nope, Reagan and Stacy, they just disappear. And I'm like, okay, well, I just left it alone because obviously I trust Reagan. He does. I mean, the dude knows, that man knows chicken. I'm like,
did Stacy turn around and say, "Pit bitch, would you watch this for us"?
No, I actually got to that point where I was like, look, I need you to walk away and breathe. I've got this. We're okay. We're doing fine. Reagan threw his stuff on. He goes, all right, well, we're leaving. We're going to go walk over here and over here. And I'm like,
we had to go
fine,
visit the boss man.
And they disappeared. I'm like, it took me a little while. 10, 15, 20 minutes goes by. And I'm like, well, I mean, is he going to come back and check this chicken? And of course, he's running his in typical fashion, running on gateways. And never checked it. And, I'm doing my thing and relaxing, hanging out, watching. I look over there and I'm like, Drum's doing his thing. It's like, man, maybe we should bump up the heat. Is Reagan coming back at some point? They just left it. And I'm like,
Did you not mess with anything, Josh? You didn't touch anything while they were gone?
Okay, so, and I told Stacy I
later,
did.
Luke. See you, Mark. Thank you, man.
I did actually. The drum kind of started drooping just a little bit. So I kind of bumped it open because I was like, man, this dude, he's running like a typical, what we would do on like a Weber or something like that. And I'm like, I'm not really sure about this. So I kind of opened it up a little bit, just a whisker, and didn't say anything. And then they come back and he just kind of like opens up. Yep, looks good. And just kept on rocking and rolling. And I'm just like, here we go. Now, they were beautiful, both chickens. I mean, they looked good. And they both were really good.
So, what was y'all turning times? Houston, obviously, we may lose Reagan here in a minute. What were y'all's turning times?
We had the 11:30.
So they were on the 30.
Ours were on the 11:30, 1:30, and the 3:30 times, which is the same as what we had last year.
See, I had the later times. That's good.
Yes, sir.
I want that next year. I want the later times. I don't know what it means, but there's for those that don't know, there's 4 windows, right? So there's 10:30, 10:30, 10:45, or maybe it's 10:45, 11, 11:15, 11:30, whatever it may be, right? There's 4 windows. Same for each category.
Same as last year.
Yeah. It is I don't know if it matters because they judge them as they come in, but
I don't think turn-in times matter because you can be at 11 and turn in at fucking 11:30 and it's fine. So
you talking about resting chicken, Eddie?
No, I'm talking about the turn-in times. Like you have a window, but that window don't mean shit.
Yeah.
I agree. Cook your timeline. So whatever your timelines, if I'm 10:45 chicken, then I know my timeline of how long it takes to cook chicken. So I'm going to cook it the same. I got a little amped up just like I did last year. And I realized I'd kind of gotten over there a little early, got everything started. And next thing you know, it's, doing its thing, rocking and rolling. And I kind of realized, oh man, I'm a little ahead. I'm a little ahead, but Rest has never hurt me in any of my meets, our meets. So
we had a HLSR show a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about all the things that makes Houston different than some of the other contests we do, or at least CBA, IBCA, and here in Texas, right? Because we can exclude KCBS because they're outside of Texas, but Houston is obviously a Texas event. You have a lot of IBCA, Outlaw, Lone Star, and CBA, right? So a lot of the boxes and what some of the any concerns y'all had or y'all talked about before y'all showed up there about this specific event, dealing with maybe tagging, contestant supervising,
we had done it the year
process.
before. We had done it the year before, so we knew all the stuff that they're going to do, and they kind of make up their own rules as they go at Houston. Being unsanctioned, they kind of, if they want to change something, they might.
Yeah, they're getting much better. They're trying to streamline that with the contestant supervisors, and I think they're doing a better job. They're definitely doing a better job. They had a complete meeting prior to tagging meets on Thursday about what they expect, what they want all their contestant supervisors to do. So maybe the days of each of them doing their own thing is kind of gone away, and I hope so. And I think they're trying to, and they're doing a better job of that. But
I will say they are pretty consistent on judging, though. For us going from 7th down to 1, we were pretty close to where we were last year.
Yeah, no, they're
our rep last year. He was phenomenal. I forget her name this year. Tracy. She was also phenomenal. I would say though, I mean, for me, like the 2 years just listening, because that's just me.
Yep.
You know, the rules they outline, I guess, because the cook-off's so big and the way each one of them has, there's obviously so many reps.
I think they each have 4 or 5 teams. Yeah.
This year she said they had 5 this year is what the average was.
Yep.
I think for me, listen to other people, listen to ours, listen to, to other people from last year. I think they still kind of, the rules are interpreted how they interpret the rules, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Yeah, your pit boss kind of gets to pick and choose, it seems.
Which we've been very fortunate, though. 2 years, ours has been awesome. No issues whatsoever. Just kind of listening. I think that would be the only thing I'd say. But I mean, as far as watching, I mean, tagging, we knew exactly what we were getting into: briskets, ribs. I mean,
if we have any contestant supervisors watching, I feel like they did a great job this year. I feel like they came around.
I do too.
Like I said, they in what Reagan said, they're very consistent as far as last year. Their food was still rated very well, and I'm sure y'all are appreciative of that.
We were very happy where it ended up.
But yeah, I feel like they're definitely. I talked to the. He's not the chairman right now, but he's really high up in the barbecue committee, and he wants Houston to be the premier event. We got the Royal, we've got Memphis, we've got San Antonio, we've got the Jack, right? There's all those big ones in Houston included, but they want that one to be the premier one. And we talked about that, and he wants it to be a true barbecue contest. So he doesn't want any gray area, right? He doesn't want anybody to say, well, they kind of do their own thing. Not to say that cooks feel that way at the moment, but I know they're doing a great job. They're doing a concerted effort to make sure that that perception changes, because they had a meeting, like I mentioned, they want everybody to be on the same page. And so it's still going to take maybe a year to get them on there.
Sanctioning would help that. Sanctioning would help that. We go unsanctioned and you kind of have that opportunity to make up rules.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're making up rules, but they have their own rules, right? And so,
well, they adjust them.
There you go. I want, like I said, if I talked to him and I was like, look, if I'm turning in a box and y'all make me do 3 twirls before I put my box on the table, I'm fine with that, as long as you're making every other fucking team do the same thing. And so,
agreed.
And they took that to heart, and they're definitely gonna focus on making every rule account for the same across the board.
This year,
go ahead.
if you sat there and actually, which I know a lot of people, I was so stressed out that, I mean, obviously I was listening to every single, thing that got called. If you actually paid attention and listened, you got to think that it's on the up and up because, I mean, the people that were getting called across the board, chicken, ribs, brisket, you cook a lot last year. You meet all these people, you learn people's names. Yes, it's hard to figure out Houston. That is the one big one, but hey, that you sign up for Houston, it's not going to be Josh Hale, Reagan Broesche, Stacy Hale. Well, we know it's not going to be our names. That's obviously the one thing that's, it stinks, but guess what? It's Houston. There's a 20-year wait list to try to get a spot there or whatever it is, something crazy. If you actually listen to people that were getting walks this year, it seemed like the vast majority was a lot of legit, vast majority was a lot of comp cooks to me. If you're really listening.
Yeah, I would never say that there weren't comp cooks that did that. Whoever walked, well deserved.
But at the end of the day, it's still a comp. It's got to be your day.
Yep.
So, we all know that. We all go to a cook-off. If you ain't been to a cook-off where you just had, a burnt chap rear end, then you obviously don't cook enough. Because I mean, there's those days where you think you just nailed it and you get your butt spanked and you don't understand why. But guess what? It's competition barbecue, and it's not the easiest. And if the barbecue gods deem it your day or not your day, guess what's going to happen? I mean, you're either going to be
100%.
really happy or you're not going to be happy.
If you look around, some of these legacy teams that have been there, Houston's been around for 51 years, and there's some teams that have been there all 51 years, right? But a lot of these teams focus on the party. Y'all walked around there. Houston is its own animal, Reagan, you've done them all. But as far as like a 3-day party, that is its own. There's not another contest like that. It is going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then it culminates with the cook-off on Saturday, with the competition cook on Saturday. But what I was getting at is, like, back in the day, it used to be party, and then, they would like throw food in the box and some of them would walk, right? Those days are gone. And that's what that's what the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo wants to get away from. They want it to be a legit contest. And he said in the last 10 years, and it's true, if you look around some of these teams, like you guys, you look in the back, you'll see a Reagan Broesche or a Josh Hale or, Bill Purvis or whoever it may be, sitting back there cooking. They are seeing it's being a true competition barbecue contest. So back in the days of throwing, brisket that's been cooking for 24 hours and putting in a box and walking is,
I believe it to be out there a very true comp. But the only thing that I would say that they need to really work on, and I've been told this by turning, is the times. Because I was told that you really can't get a DQ unless you're turning in your chicken while they're judging ribs.
Probably.
And that's where it hurts them. They need to if you're late, you're late, period. That's why we compete, is that when you miss turning times, you're gone.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
they
that
do.
Anyone does, but when they tell you stuff like that, it kind of puts them in a disadvantage when they want to be a true comp.
Let me make this statement, and you guys, all three of you guys, tell me what you guys feel. I feel Houston is unique, right? Like, we're going to leave Houston and we're going to go cook the same cookie cutter contest, meaning timelines, boxes, rules, everything you may be, versus, like KCBS, we all know 12, 132, or 12, 12:30, 1 and 1:30, and you're done pretty much. And you got to put, most people putting kale, whatever it may be, you can put your food a certain way. CBA, same thing, just same thing without kale. We do it on the hour. CBA or IBCA is every 1.5 hours, whatever it may be. To me, Houston is the one thing where they're going to tag, they're going to come around, you can't slice anything before a contestant supervisor is watching you. That the boxes are smaller. There's so many different things, variables about Houston, which makes it unique. I personally lean into that. I think that's a good thing. I'd like Houston to be its own animal.
Very much.
So to me, that makes it different. That makes you think as a competition cook or as a cook to go in there. That makes you really focus on, maybe you do a different approach. Maybe, like you said, the turn-ins are, you don't know what your turn-in times until you get there, until your contestant supervisor tells you, okay, here's your turn-in time. Let me watch you trim and then tag your meat. So it's completely different. It is its own special, unique contest. And I don't want them to lose it. I don't want them to go so far the other way into a competition cook to where we're kind of doing the same things that we do each and every week after we leave Houston. What do you
don't
guys
want to take the identity away of Houston.
I don't think they should.
But I do think turn-in time should be to the dot.
I get what Reagan's saying because, as competition cooks as we are, our turn-in times mean the world to us. Everything we do, we adjust for our turn-in times. But I do understand the fact of the way it works. I also won't lie, because if the team before you is slow,
it pushes you back.
We'll just say if they're slow, well, thank God that, they're not so strict to where, I'm not going to get DQ'd because I didn't get my box up there in time. It's not my fault. I can't do anything till they get there. So I'll give that little, yes. I mean, turn-in time should be strict, but at the same time, I'm glad they're not too strict, because if I got to sit there and wait on somebody and, the first team that my lady or gentleman comes to and they're slow, and then the next one's fast, the next one's slow. And by the time they get to me, well, that leaves, last year we got to experience that, and it's fine. You adjust, but thank God they're not so serious, because you potentially are going to sit there and miss turn-in time. So I'm with them as far as that could be a serious part of, that's what we all base our cooks off of. But I mean,
we've all cooked the Royal. It's in a NASCAR speed track, so it's huge, right? It's a 1.5 mile track. That infield is massive, but the judging area is kind of not so much anymore. It used to be in the center, kind of a little bit more towards. I know. Now it's kind of, hey, I'm fine with it. I got a 30-second walk from it now.
I used to.
But Houston is massive as well. And where we are, right, we're on the opposite corner of turn-in. So, that dead end timeline, I'm appreciative of it too. Like Josh said, I'm kind of appreciative of the fact, but I get it as a cook.
It's cool. Like, I don't mind how Houston is, but I think that they do need to make it stricter, because if your timeline is at 10:45 or 11, you're cooking, like Josh said, you're cooking to that timeline, right? So, and you know what you need to do before your finishing process, right? But if you're at fucking 11:15, and then the first team, only speaking from Champions Row, right? The first team so they were coming towards me. This guy,
no big deal.
No big deal.
Well, I don't know how they do it everywhere else.
I don't know how the peasants do it.
We had one person doing all 5 teams, right? I don't know if that's how it is anywhere else. But the first guy, he used every fucking single minute he had. So I'm sitting there like,
yes, there you go.
Shit on the counter for fucking 45 minutes when I should have already been turned in. So that comes into my time, and
that's where Houston.
It's cool. It's cool that you could turn in late, but you can't get that time back to make your meat better, if you will.
No, especially if you've already have it, you've pulled it, you're waiting for them. Hey, I'm going to be here. 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes early, but 15 minutes I'll be here. And then, well, if this person used up some of the extra time, well, they show up. Well, I planned all this, my, ribs or my brisket or my chicken's just sitting there. And all of a sudden you're like, what do I do?
I'm already in my time.
Yeah. I mean, you're already in your window, and you're kind of, that's kind of one of the downfalls. But at the same time, I also understand why Houston, hey, let's not change everything up. But if you want to cheat, you're going to cheat. I mean, that's just a plain fact.
And if so, stay home.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this in the nice way. You want to cheat, be a low life. You're going to do it no matter what. So why do I need somebody anywhere we go and do comps and this is all 4 or 3 of y'all. I mean, y'all have been everywhere and cooked.
Yep.
Do you go anywhere else and they have to sit there and watch you cut, everything you do? No. Is there other places where they tag stuff and, meat check stuff like that? Absolutely. I'm not against that. But I mean, could we not say, hey, if I ask you to come over here, say, I want ribs. We'll use ribs, for instance. Hey, I would like to be able to cut my ribs, dip them, set them, set the sauce, put them, and then do my box.
Yeah.
Can I not sit there and say, hey, ma'am, sir, is there any way, obviously, make your time so they're not interfering with your neighbor, the other teams, but could you come by here at this time? Here's my 2 racks of ribs or my brisket, whatever. Here's my 2 racks of ribs that are tagged. This is what I'm gonna rock and roll with. You see the tags, we're good. Boom, I can start cutting. I can start doing my process from that point on.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
maybe you have your contestant supervisor and you have an assistant. Like if this guy's running long, send the assistant over. That's what's unique to Houston.
They need more people, it seems like.
Yeah, they need maybe another assistant for each one. And there's so many volunteers at Houston. They could definitely do that. And it's something that, what I love about Houston is they're willing to listen, and they've actually approached me, and they want to listen to cooks, and they're watching probably right now, and they're going to hear everything we're talking about. Guarantee you. And I love that. I love the fact that they're listening. I love the fact that they're interested in what the cooks want to hear or want to see, or maybe produce it. But I don't want them, like Josh said, I don't want them to go completely away from who they are. I want them to be this unique contest, but maybe tweak a couple things. That's it. But it's a special deal. Walking that stage is special. The whole experience, the whole 3 days of just straight. It's a marathon. Everybody says it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's just huge. Look at that. How cool is that? Put that on. Put that there. You go, right there.
2 years into it, I mean that is a special cook-off for sure. I mean, it is. It's very unique. It's freaking awesome. And hold on, Reagan.
I had to unbuckle mine so you can see it.
Man, Rob, I'm with you. Like I said, last year, wasn't planning on cooking it, and we didn't know, we had no clue. We've heard so many, just getting started. We've heard so many people talk about how awesome Houston is, and it's a big bucket list. Then you go do KCBS, and you hear all these people outside of Texas that are just,
they want to come.
They would sell their souls to get a spot to come down here and cook Houston Rodeo.
Oh, when I talked to Darren Wirth, he said it was his favorite stage to ever be on. Iowa Smoky D, Darren Wirth said it was the best stage he's ever been on.
He's walked them all too, right? He definitely walked them all. So pretty cool. That's some big backing.
Travis told me the same thing.
Yeah. So y'all weren't able to walk the stage. Are y'all able to go? Are y'all going to be able to cook the jack? And have y'all talked to the team? Or
I believe so. We'll see how that all goes. They want to, but the jack's kind of up to Pam, how she wants it to be.
Yeah.
We will be on Comp Row with you next year, Eddie.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, from what I understand, it's all possible to make happen. I mean, from what I understand from past people, you can make it happen, make it work. You got to do a little due diligence. I think that'd be the other thing I'd say about Houston. You know why? Every other cook-off you could do, multiple teams. Why couldn't Houston at least, flex a little as far as, hey, Rob, I want you to come cook for me, Joe Blow party tent. I want Rob Roach to come cook for me. You're Joe Blow, but you're still the head cook, and I'm not even against, hey, the party tent, you spent all this money, you did all this work to, to get in there and do this, everything for Houston. But then the comp person that you had come in here and do the work, at least, let that name be, let it somehow be to where you know, like any other
Where it
cook-off.
benefits the cook.
Yes. And, you know, Houston, like last year we did it the first time. I'm literally listening to people. I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these. And everybody's like, well, so-and-so cooked for this tent or so-and-so cooked for that tent. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, okay.
There's
This
definitely a fine line as far as because there's limited space, right? You want to cook it. You don't want to overstep your boundary. If they come invite you, yeah, you can come cook our comp meats, but then you gotta ask. You have to ask, hey, can I be listed as the head cook or the chief cook? Because shout out to my team, Half Fast Cookers. They are amazing. I'm listed as the head cook for everything. So whatever happens is you know
under your name.
Is under my name. So if we win,
Awesome.
then you know we get the Jack benefit, we get the Royal benefit, we get Champions Row benefit, and that's awesome. And I love that team, and thank you very much. But yeah, if you guys are listening and you're asked to cook for a team, you just ask, right? Hey, can we be listed as a chief cook? Because there are benefits to them. You just explain to them, like, if we win, if we are happy to support you and bring this awesome prestige to your event here, right? That's you are doing something for them as well, right? You are putting their name on this huge deal. You're not asking them to put La Pasadita or Sure Shot on the billboard. You're just asking to put just your name for the benefits, right? And that's
At
it.
least that's they need to have like a comp cook deal as well. And I understand any tent could do it if they want to. But they should also be able to put, we're still the head cook of our tent, but we have a comp cook that is this.
Yeah. And that's how you approach it. Look, hey, we have, like Jackie and Tim last year, you guys this year. Unfortunately, you know, it can be that same way. They invite them with you, come in there, but you are providing this badass. It's a give and take, right? They're allowing you to come and give you that opportunity to cook. You're giving them the opportunity to win, and when you win, it's all over the newspaper, right? It's news. Houston Chronicle, Houston Channel 2, Channel 13, Channel 11. They got Always Able But Confused Cookers. Their name was all over this deal,
and that's awesome.
And that is awesome. It should be that way, right? But on the back end,
they're paying for the spot.
But on the back end, it should be you guys that do that. And I'm not.
No, I get that, and there are several ways to go about it, but it's just a game.
Yeah, it's so just if you guys are asked to do it, all I suggest is you guys, hey, can my name be listed as the chief cook? And it's not going to hurt them in any ways. It's going to be for my team example. Everything is half-fast cookers. Everything is about a half-fast cookers except chief cook. And that's it. Everything, you know, all the benefits.
But at the same time, if you're really wanting to cook Houston, you know, that's that one where you swallow that pride and
100%.
You know,
it's something. If they say no, this is our spot. And it's like, all right, you still want to cook it? If this isn't, I'd be like, hell yeah,
exactly. I mean, you look at all them tents, and
Houston has a lot of high guns.
Rob, you've been doing it a long time, and
the
majority, 90% of those tents, I mean, they all got hired guns. They're not anymore. They're not doing it themselves. You know, they got somebody coming in to help them. Which, after watching our people 2 years in a row, I want nothing to do with the tent side of it. I want nothing to do with that catering. Our people sat there.
That's a lot of work.
That's just too much. I felt bad for them guys and girls. I mean, like.
Man,
they
work their butts
I have a long day, you know, or we do on a Saturday that we feel like, man, I'm ready to take a break. These people just don't stop. I mean, they keep cranking meat out. They're you know, shredding, trimming, doing everything. And then you get to sit there and listen to
that is a lot of work. That is a
then you hear people, oh, you don't have any more sausage. There's a reason why I'm not a face of a lot of things, because I would be like, here's the exit. McDonald's is about a quarter mile down the road. Go get you Big Macs and French fries. Bye.
We had it before 8:30, 9 o'clock. Where were you at? Right. And so I was like, come on. Eddie, before we give them a break, because I do want to talk about your experience about that banner coming, and then y'all watching, like that moment when y'all got called. So we're gonna take a break real quick. You guys can go Reagan, go check the tires. Go kick your shoes off, bro. We're gonna do the wrap up recap of the upcoming events, and then we'll bring y'all on. Y'all got about 5 minutes to go do what you got to do and come back.
I'll get halfway through it.
Take the headphones off.
He sounds great now. Now he's perfect. Ty, get in here, my man. Give Josh a break.
All right.
Do you have any questions for these champions before we get going? And they'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask some later. I just think it's cool that you see them win. You see them do good, and that's wonderful. But what I love is that y'all are discussing the business aspect of it, and there's a few tweaks that can be made. Man, I'm telling you, like this is amazing. The way that y'all are changing the sport of barbecue just by the influence of the CBA, IBCA, all these competitions getting stiffer and stiffer. The competitions is getting better and better, and it's only going to be good for barbecue. So I love it, man. I've just been sitting here watching. I noticed there's like 14, 15 comments, and I'm just listening, to Josh and Reagan because, I think Reagan's cool as hell. And, of course, I'm very proud of Josh because he's a veteran. I didn't realize is Reagan a veteran as well?
There's no telling what Reagan's a veteran of.
Strip clubs.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, hey, man, I'm a big one, and there's numerous people that, I don't hide it. After last year, we had a decent, me being me, man, I'm a perfectionist and I'm a winner. I've learned to be a better loser. Thank you, Aaron Leslie. You want to be a good winner, learn how to be a good loser because you're going to have those days. And that is one, man, that's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, it truly is. Last year, I thought we had a good year, and then I kind of just watched everything, and I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I had like a bad taste for Houston. I'm like, man, I just don't know. I'm seeing all this, and I get it, the business aspect of it. I'm like, man, I go in here and I donate, $750,000 for 3 days or whatever, like I'm going to make sure in my mind, I'm going to make sure I'm taking care of these people as far as like a walk or something. Is that true? I don't know, but that's just my mindset because one, it's not sanctioned. Two, you're kind of flexing on your timelines. You're basically saying, hey, long as you don't turn in, a chicken during brisket turn in, we're not going to DQ you. We're going to make sure this is okay. And I'm like, you kind of, somebody that travels around all the time and you take things so serious, you're like, man, how serious is this on the comp side? I see the party side. I see the raising money, and I respect that. And they do. Good Lord, there's so much money in there, and there is so many people in there that
it's crazy.
It makes me want to. I mean, that place makes me. It makes my. I will be on. It makes my skin crawl. How many people are in there? That is about.
We'll go over results here, Jackie. I have no problem going over results. We'll do that here in just a minute. But Josh, go kick the tires. Looks Reagan's already back, but I'm gonna do the wrap up recap, the upcoming events, and then Eddy as well. Go kick the tires, and then Eddy will talk, and I got to go do the same right after that. So,
sounds
Ty,
good.
put some music on for this deal, and we'll go do the wrap up recap over in the Champions Barbecue Alliance over in San Antonio. Cody Tanake in the house. Cody Allenbar got to hang out with these boys this weekend. Thanks for coming to the social. Texas Trophy Hunters Bucks and Barbecue Grand Champion Vincent Regino, Reggie Q Barbecue, the RGC. How about these names? Bell Clark and Paul Whitaker from Scooter in Clark. They were the RGCs this past weekend. In Guadalupe, the Guadalupe Sonny Hernandez Cook-Off Grand Champion Mario. I see him in the comments. Mario Palacios from Smoking Hotbox. The RGC also in the comments. Why does that look like that? David Cano, Underground Smoke. Keep an eye on that young man. He's been killing it out there. Let's go. In IBCA, we had the 21st Annual Triple Heat Barbecue Cook-Off. The grand champion was Aaron Cruz from WS Services, RGC Cinco Villarreal from Broke Boys Barbecue. And in Outlaw, nothing in Lone Star this past weekend. I'll do it. There it is. In Outlaw, we got the Walnut Springs Rattlesnake Roundup. Grand champion was Lance Baracco. Lance, I got to call you, my man. Chiefs Barbecue, congratulations. Champion, the grand champion. The RGC was David Bubba Hargrave from Bubba's Blue Plate. All right, and over in the KCBS, one contest that I saw, Mission Farms, King of the Farm. The grand champion was Fred Vegas Smokers. The RGC was Smokin' Scullies. That's going to do the wrap-up recap, sponsored by Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. If you need any wraps, graphics. Oh, shit, there's one more, the big one. Houston Livestock Show. I'll save this one. I'll come back to that one. We're going to do the Briscoe Ranch at the Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment in the Champions Barbecue Alliance this weekend. And there are two. One where I will be at Freedom Fest in Concan, Texas, and in Barbecue Austin in Austin, Texas. Both of those are going to definitely be over this sanctioned 50 team contest. What's up, Shadle? Shadle, let me give a shout out to Robert Shadle. He killed it. He had a fifth chicken I saw, and Robert, that looked great. Congratulations, Shadle. We're going to have these boys on next week at the beginning of the show to talk about this one. This is the All Fired Up Cook-Off. Y'all heard me talking about it. $15K guaranteed. That's going to be in Pleasanton, Texas, home of the old Turn and Burn. They're trying to bring back that nostalgia, that prestige, that excitement, that fun from the Pleasanton, the Turn and Burn Cook-Off in Pleasanton. They got a cornhole tournament. They got a lot of jackpots out there. $300 entry fee, $15K payout. I will be there. Make sure that it's CBA sanctioned. Make sure you'll be there as well. That's the All Fired Up Barbecue Cook-Off and Benefit in Itasca County. That's going to be in Pleasanton, Texas. Okay, in the IBCA, we got the 12th Annual Burning Meat Barbecue in Sinton State Championship. We got the 12th Annual Iola Cook-Off in Iola, Texas State Championship. And we got the 29th Annual CHTR Barbecue Cook-Off in Stockdale. Also a state championship. Nothing in Lone Star, but how about Outlaw? Pew, 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 pew. Is right there. Highland VFW Post 6974 in Burnett, Texas. And then we got the KCJLS Barbecue Cook-Off in Kaufman. That is a state championship. Over in the KCBS, we got the Sip and Swine Barbecue Fest state championship in Lawrenceville, Georgia. All over the state here at the So Smoking Gooder Show. But one last thing, we're going to go over the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off. The grand champion was Always Able But Confused. That's their team name, but La Pasadita. We're talking to them tonight. Reagan, Broesche, and Josh and Stacy Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue. RGC, second to none cookers. I hope they're still in the house tonight. That's a good one. The junior champion, Bentley Payne from Lone Star Cowboy. What happens at Cook-Off stays at Cook-Off. Tony tried to cut off his wiener at Houston this past weekend. He went to the emergency room, but he's fine and dandy. He's in the comments. What's up, Tony? Thanks for checking in. Champion chicken was Mad Dog Barbecue. If you guys know the actual chief cook or head cook behind these names, please put them in the comments and let's give them some proper notifications. Champion ribs was Tejas Cookers. There's Charlie Kings Jr. Second to none. That's Charlie Kings right there. Congratulations, Charlie. They are the reserve champion, and I think they're the Go Texan Grand Champion. Is that right, Charlie? Congratulations, my man. Again, champion rib was Tejas Cookers. I'm not sure of the head cook behind that. Champion brisket, we know who that was. That is Stephen Oler cooking for Dusty Bones. Stephen Oler is a brisket badass. He's Ernest Cervantes championed him with a brisket hat, which are select few get those. And Stephen Older's got one. Champion Open was Karnes County Go Texan. Karnes County Go Texan. If you know the chief cook behind that Champion Open, I'd like to know. And the champion Dutch Oven was Trail Riders. So you guys know that the head cooks of those teams, congratulations. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is a special contest. I love Houston. We talk about it on the show. It's a special contest, and it's unique, and I hope it stays unique. So, all right, let's bring in producer Ty. Eddie's not back. Josh, Hale, and Reagan. Go ahead,
There's
Ty.
Reagan.
There's Reagan. Reagan, say your last name.
Found my chicken tag when I was cleaning my clothes yesterday.
Jesus. Why is it so clean?
Because it got washed in the washing machine.
Okay. Hey, you know, that's pretty special now, right?
It's going on the wall in the trailer, just like my brisket one with Brad and all the other ones I have from Houston Rodeo.
Nobody from Champions Row walked, according to Jackie.
Well, we weren't up there.
No big deal. Josh didn't like that one.
I was actually very surprised that nobody on Champions.
You know what? There were a lot of what we call comp cooks that didn't walk out there, man. And
but that's any cook-off.
It is any cook-off. It is
Especially
any
a big one with
cook-off.
250 plus.
Holy shit. We're about to have 9:22. Thank you, Gacho Bad. 9:22 p.m. shot.
I ain't got no tequila tonight.
Well, you better put something in your mouth. I mean, a drink in your mouth.
I'm in my hotel room. I ain't got nothing.
Well, cheers, boys. Who's got something? 9:22 a.m. or p.m.
Cheers.
Excuse me. Oh shit! He got the Don Julio Tequila Blanco. Cheers.
I mean,
how did you not prepare, Reagan?
I'm at the Ace Show in San Antonio.
Yeah, but you're done. You're done with the A show in San Antonio.
No, we still got tomorrow.
Oh, do you? You still working tomorrow?
Till noon.
Till noon. All right. Where are you going to be cooking this weekend? Are you?
I'm probably going to be in Colorado with my daughter skiing.
Awesome, bro. That's cool. That's cool. Well, for the 9:22 shot, while I go pee, kick the tires, I'll play this. What's up, Bo?
I know that tape.
Kyle, you want in?
He's got that little man sitting there. We don't just get it.
Oh, shit.
So at least you know it. Most people don't learn that for long ever.
Hey, other side.
You gotta jump over here.
Hurry up. You have 5 seconds.
6, 4.
There we go.
Barbecue again so goddamn well.
Hell yes.
We'd like to all one of us last on that stage.
Cheers.
Grab Cindy's ass if you get up
Here we go.
Cindy's there.
How was that, Ed? That doesn't taste like
That's not.
It's good. What happened, Ty?
I don't know. It just stopped and then it went off.
That was a bunch of stopping and going.
Was it going, stopping and going?
A little bit, yes, sir.
It's a big file.
Where was that one at? Danny Dietz?
That was
at Danny Dietz.
Danny Dietz.
Looked like a Yogi Bear's word.
That was a Yogi Bear's world. Absolutely. That was Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. Well, you guys get a taste of a lot of barbecue fam there. And let me see if I can fast forward this thing. Hold on. I can fast forward this now.
You got 5 seconds. 6, 4.
The actual toast.
There we go.
Make your chicken be moist, your ribs have a clean bite. Your pork better make mouth water, and your brisket better be just right.
Barbecue again so goddamn well.
Hell yes.
But you all want to clap on that stage.
Cheers.
Grab Cindy's ass and begin to Cindy.
Here we go.
Cindy's there.
How was that, Ed? That doesn't taste like.
That's not.
That's good. All right, yeah, that was Danny Dietz. There was Aaron from Man Meat, Eddie from Pit Father, Lance from I'll Tell You Later. Of course, Reagan, myself, Robert Michelle. That was a fun weekend, man. I had just gotten off a 14-hour flight from Japan. Didn't know what the hell was going on that weekend, but good times, man. Good times. That was a fun weekend. Danny Dietz Memorial Classic.
No big deal, but I happened to get a 13th place chicken with smokingless barbecue, at Danny Dietz this year. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal, my man.
Good job.
There it was.
I don't remember what I got, but who cares?
I'm pretty sure that was 2 years ago at Danny Dietz, though, because Josh missed Danny's this year.
That was this year.
That was this year.
Yeah.
Josh, you were at Danny Dietz this year?
Josh wasn't in that video.
Oh, okay.
We were gun shy to go to Danny Dietz this year because my barbecue homie, supposed to be my family, kind of lost my son the first year, so I was a little nervous, to go back.
Eddie resides in Boo Boo Lane,
bro.
Boo Boo.
Your son lost me.
When I was up on that stage, I grabbed a hold of Boo Boo.
So somebody recognized this. Boom Boom Sticks. This is a TikTok review, guys. This is the first time I'm doing this, but I like this shit.
What are we doing?
These are nasal deals. I'm just saying, if you guys have seen them all over.
I don't know what you're doing, Rob. That's illegal.
Get you some. It's pretty good. Although it comes in
a few extra views with the boom boom stick or what?
No, I just saw it in front of me. I told Eddie I was going to do it.
This is a sponsored video.
Boom.
We're done, Ty. We're done with the boom with the boom boom.
We're done with the boom boom for you.
You said, Reagan, you wanted to review Blue Chew, right?
Huh? I like it all, I guess.
He's like, what the hell? What's going on here?
Is that weed?
No, am I high?
I am.
I know. I know you are.
I hope y'all are. Otherwise, we need another break.
Reagan, I want you to think about the Mount Rushmore we do on this show. Josh, I know you've done one, but you can redo yours. People that have inspired you or helped you along the way. People you want to put on your own personal barbecue Mount Rushmore. There's 4 on the mountain, 1 in the gift shop that has a bobblehead. We'll get to it in a minute. I want you to think about it. I'm just giving you a little time to think about it. And then the last one is your barbecue homie, and your almost got barbecue homie in the gumball machine that Eddie has come up with. I like. But I do want to talk about, so let's talk about 6 p.m. on Saturday at Houston. Where were y'all sitting waiting for these people to show up?
Reagan and I had walked back to the trailer because I told my wife, I was like, man, I want to go back, take a shower real quick. Reagan wanted, he goes, well, I'll walk with you. I want to take the speaker back anyways. And, I think something else. And of course, Stacy, she's like, well, you need to hurry up. You need to do this. And by this time, we'd already got all the drums,
What time is this?
What are you talking about when you're waiting for them to come by with the banners?
What time did you go back to across the track?
Well, a little bit later because
I called them at like 5:30 and they were
in
the trailer.
We're at the trailer till 6, bro.
Very anxious, basically I just needed to walk away. At that point in time, I needed to walk away, and I figured a shower would be perfect. Reagan's like, I'll go with you. I'll take the speaker, and I'll take something else. And, you know, she's like, well, you need to hurry up. You need to hurry up. I don't want to be here by myself if they come by. And I'm like, look, I legit hope that's a problem we need to deal with, that
it's
you're
like
solo, you know.
we'll address that
I
problem
hope
later.
exactly, you know. And Reagan and I walked back over there, you know, top off generator shower, and it's like, well, here we go. Let's, you know, let's make that walk back and see what happens. And up to that point, of course, Reagan being Reagan, you know, he's all chillaxed, hanging out. I'm over there stressed out. I
Then we
mean,
sit there for another hour.
I am stressed. Our guy Robert, you know, it's his 40th year, and we legit can tell he is. I mean, he's stressed. He's hoping for the most. And of course, you know, as a comp cook and very competitive, you're hoping to give it to him, you know, give him that thing, but you don't hear anything. And then all of a sudden you start text messages start coming across, you know, oh, this so-and-so, oh, psych, nobody's actually come out yet. You're like, all right, we're just going to go shower. We'll come back. And then we get back and nobody's still come out. And Houston is probably the closest to Memphis and May about that, you know, when minus you don't have to do, if you make finalists, you don't have to rejudge or reevaluate anything. You sit there and pray to sweet baby golden Jesus that, you know, you wait for them golf carts and then people and then jingling stuff around, you know, you hope they come by and you really hope they stop at your spot. And, you know, by the time they got to us and stopped, you know, I'm so kind of like, oh man, gosh, dang, did we screw it up? And then we noticed all of our people get all excited and there it is, you know, chicken.
Were you out front? Did you see him walking up?
Heck no, we didn't. We were all sitting back. Well, we were in the back corner where we cooked.
Getting excited.
Yeah, we heard all of our people getting all excited, and then finally, you know, some people started yelling, and I think Reagan might have went out there first, or maybe Stacy and Reagan, and I'm just kind of standing back there, and finally realized, oh, okay, we got that finalist banner. All right, we're here. We actually showed up. You know, people are going to know it. That's a sickening feeling. You know, that's one of those ones you don't wish that upon your enemy, but at the same time, you're sitting there just so excited, waiting and hoping and praying that they just stop at your spot. And
Reagan, were you feeling any of those emotions, or were you just whatever happens?
I let Josh handle the emotions.
I'm high. I'm good.
Yeah, Reagan
I ride right through Josh with those emotion parts.
Yeah, Reagan.
Yeah,
he don't care. Stacy, of course, you know, she's just as competitive as I am, which me getting better as a cook, I've learned a lot from Reagan. I try that, but even our
very
people that were
just not nervous.
You're rubbing your coins, I'm sure, like, Josh.
Well, there's nothing you should be worried about. You know, it's okay, blah, blah. And like, no, it's not okay. It's absolutely the direct opposite okay. You know, if they don't stop here, there's nothing okay about this. This is terrible. This is worst case scenario. You know,
Hey, settle down, Josh. Settle down.
We've had a good time. And I'm like, nah. You didn't just drive all the way down to Houston and deal with 3 days of going hard and, you know, hope they don't stop at your spot and give you a banner. You want a banner, or you want 2 or 3.
You absolutely do. You want that big ass trophy too, by the way. So they come around, you get the chicken finalists. Reagan, you realize it's a chicken banner. What were you thinking? Is he frozen?
He was freaking excited is what he was.
Was he?
Yes, sir. He was. He legit.
I bet his battery ran out. We'll get him back.
Everybody knows, you know, anybody that knows Reagan, like that's his thing, chicken. You know,
yeah.
he loves chicken. He's good at other things, but chicken, he just smooth as Cadillac and just easy. It's easy for him.
So was he jumping? Was he excited? What was he doing?
He wasn't jumping, but he was pretty damn excited. And Stacy was out there, and then there, you know, yeah. Well, I mean, we were fired up. Just, you know, me.
Josh
is
competitive.
You sure you maybe don't have another banner hidden in there somewhere?
That's
you know,
what I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you, as competitive as you are, and you saw his chicken, were you like, damn?
Well, knowing the way it works and a big fan of like cumulative scoring, I'm thinking like, all right, well, dang man, I
We're in
guess
the
if
game.
Reagan's, yeah, I mean we're in the game, and hearing a lot of people at Houston, hey man, if you get in chicken, you might have a shot at it. If you get in chicken, if you screw up chicken, the way a lot of people said, you don't really have a shot. And I'm like, okay, we get that chicken, and I'm like, huh, well, by God. But then at the same breath, I'm like, man, did I just screw Reagan up? If he gets a first place chicken in my, ribs, brisket tank, oh, dang, this ain't good. But
Uh, yeah. So Reagan. So I'm sorry, Eddie. Go ask a question. I gotta remove this dude here.
Wait, what happened?
They just walked in chicken, Eddie.
Oh yeah.
what they say, it's possible to what?
It's possible to not make finalists and win or reserve it. Wonder what they do then. I know what they do then because it
I mean,
has happened.
absolutely.
It
That's
has
what's awesome
happened
about cumulative scoring. But as a
just 2
legit,
years ago. Just 2 years
as
ago.
a legit competitive
Was it
cook,
2 years ago?
yeah,
2 years ago, 23, it happened.
Was that Jasper?
Trey
they
Whitehead.
reserve no walks in reserve, correct?
No walked and G seeded.
And GC. So I mean,
And used every single minute of their time the next year.
but that's what makes barbecue any organization you cook that's cumulative. Okay, I mean, first place is awesome to get that trophy banner at any cook-off you go to as a first place meet. At the end of the day, does first place meet mean you're going to GC? Absolutely not.
Hey, Stacy, will you call Reagan and see what's going on with him, please? If she can hear me.
She can.
How did they get him to stay? So Wes Reed, it happened 2 years ago. Jasper County, Trey Whitehead, he told the story on the show right after that. So he got no banners, but they came in and they said, hey, you have to go to the stage. You're needed to the stage, and they didn't tell him why or anything like that. And he had no idea what was going on. And so even at the time, no banners. It had never happened before. No banners. And they asked him, you still need to go to the stage. You're requested at the stage. And he had no idea until it was time. Actually, he had no idea why he was even up there until they called him last. And so what a cool ass story. So that happened with Trey Whitehead with Jasper County. We're trying to get Reagan back. We'll see what happens here. But
at that moment, I'm thinking I'm dead last. Hey, we're going to give you something for being dead last. If you know.
So do you know what time? Do you know what time? Oh, his phone died. He's about to get on. There he is, right here. We'll ask him here in a minute. There he is. It's all right. I figured.
Had to find a charger.
You're charging now. You're good to go, Reagan. So when they came around and you saw that chicken finalist banner, and you cook chicken, how were you feeling, bro?
I never seen the old man that we were cooking for move so damn fast. It was more exciting to watch that boy. And then we go outside and take a picture of the banner. He drops the banner on the ground and runs off to the stage.
Oh, he took off to the stage?
Yes, yeah. When they first did it,
did he take the banner?
Awards.
No, he didn't give a dang about the banner. He didn't care about taking pictures, shaking hands. He was like, we got to get up to the stage. We got to get up to the stage. I'm like, hold on.
I'm holding one side.
Awards are at this time. We're going to wait.
Reagan. Just leave him up there. Let's put him solo real quick. Oh, God, hang on. Let me get Reagan. Oh, he'll come back. He needs to let it charge a little more. He needs a little charge. Just a little more. All right. So did y'all get that banner walk? Your team, you and at least Reagan and Stacy get to do the banner walk up to the stage because they're hooting and hollering.
I think I'm not gonna lie, I didn't walk with the banner. I was, me psychoanalysis and everything. I was like, man, but yes,
with my brisket and ribs.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, man, did I just take this for him? I screw Reagan over. I thought we did pretty solid. And there's a couple people when we got to awards that I think they could tell, like, my mind, man, I know I should be fired up and excited. We got that chicken finalist, and for all I know, could end up being first place chicken for us. And because Reagan's
Tied for
chicken
first.
it was freaking, it was good. You know, the bird we didn't turn in.
Jackie asked if it was a KCBS profile. Pretty much what he does for KCBS.
It was about the most basic you could ask for. Is about what I'd say.
Okay.
It was just, I know what Jackie, smooth, just freaking smooth, no power, no, just freaking good chicken. And that's coming off the bird. The bird he turned in, probably the sexiest chicken I've seen Reagan do, because Reagan's just one of those ones. Timelines, texture, never tastes his stuff, never probes it, just kind of, it's timelines, it's this and it's that, and that's it.
Shout out to Fred Robles cooking for Holy Cow Cookers. Second brisket overall.
The Brisket King.
The Brisket King, man.
Legit Brisket King has to be. I mean,
legit. I mean,
has anybody else
right?
won more brisket
Everywhere.
than him everywhere?
No, I don't think so. That's where my dart would go, on Fred's face. As far as Brisket King, he's killing it. Always.
I mean, yeah, he should be.
It. Yeah,
put him in for the Hall of Fame for the best brisket cook there is.
Who's Patrick?
Patrick Mudge he owns Icy Tech Coolers.
Okay, I've seen him commenting quite a bit now. What's up, Patrick? Welcome to the show, man. I appreciate you, man. We do the show each and every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, talking barbecue. We'll get Reagan back on. Reagan, this is a weird view, bro.
Everything with Reagan. That's typical.
I don't know if I like this. What's going on there? Turn your phone sideways, Reagan.
It's sideways. It's just my charger's not liking me.
It's okay. Let it charge a little bit, because there we go. There we go. There we go.
But it legit, God's honest truth, it was just a smooth chicken that was not too juicy, not dry.
Josh was saying your chicken was smooth. Like,
it was good bird.
Good bird.
It
somebody asked
to turn in, because one had a split down on the leg and said, here's the one we're eating. That's the one we're turning in.
Jackie Milligan asked if it was a KCBS profile. Would you consider it like your same profile, or did you change it up?
They let you turn into half chicken?
Well, the flavor profile.
Oh, it was my KCBS exact recipe, but done on grill, no butter bath.
There you go. There you go.
A lot more grilled effect than it was anything.
No butter bath.
No butter bath. All right. Awesome. Did you temp it in the leg or in the breast?
I temped the thigh and I hit 171. So I knew my breast was 160.
Yeah, definitely. Nice.
He only tempted it because we were asking so much about it.
He didn't want to.
He really wasn't, worried about it. He was just doing his timeline.
The one we didn't turn in, I knew the thigh hit 182. But I still would turn that one in if it looked better.
So did you cook it on a drum or one of the go-to drums?
Always a drum, except I would have done a go-to if that's what I had.
So was it an hour and a half, 2 hour cook, 300 degrees?
I gave myself an hour and 15. It was 47 minutes.
Wow. How hot were you cooking, Reagan?
Straight up needles, 300.
And 300, you cooked a half chicken in 47 minutes.
Until him and Stacy left a little and it fell down, so we bumped it up a little. But
I'm glad you were there, Josh.
Typical Reagan fashion, he didn't care. He just rolled out, and I love that.
Tony,
I love it, but I couldn't take it for.
Tony,
so long.
So Reagan's here, and Tony's like way over here as far as hotness. Tony cooks it 200 degrees in the breast.
Well, I'm glad Tony didn't cut off his wiener.
He's okay.
And
he did cut. Chicken, he sliced his wiener. He didn't cut it completely off. He's
we were worried about you.
The half we didn't turn in was actually, I'm not exaggerating. I mean, both birds were just probably the best halves I've seen. They were just gorgeous. both of them.
All right,
And
Josh.
he literally didn't like that skin pulled on a little leg, and we all agreed.
Talk about your
I had
ribs,
to
bro.
move down from 22nd.
So you finished second, tied for first in chicken, Josh.
Yep.
Ribs were 28th, right?
Ribs were 32nd, I believe, Rob.
Okay,
Somewhere
32nd.
right there.
How'd you feel about them ribs?
Amazing.
I would have. I'm definitely not complaining. I would have went to any comp, and those ribs had the texture that man, they didn't miss.
What kind of ribs were they?
They were HEB. I think we did naturals on the 2 tags, and I learned something. Now, second year last year, used to cooking on a drum so much that last year I didn't know that you could. We just did our 2 racks of ribs on the drum, or 2 tag racks.
Right.
They did not cook the normal. They just did not. Texture wasn't right. So this year I went in there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cook like normal, and I'll do 4 racks of ribs on there, and 4 racks, and I'll just throw these away to feed the people, and then worry about the 2 tag racks. And it was a huge difference. And they were really. I mean, I thought they were Johnny on the spot. Like, I don't know what else I would have changed.
That is a little nugget there. So you felt like cooking 2 instead of the normal, whatever you normally cook. Occupy the space, the heat, whatever it may be.
The way
change it.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to get that scientific in it, but the way I run on a drum, I mean, those 2 racks of ribs, I know how a gateway drum for me normally runs, which everybody knows I'm pretty hot, but ribs are about the one
Especially
thing
with that porn stash, bro. You're very hot.
I'll kind of chill out
Very hot.
on the ribs. Last year, I did not like them at all. I did not like that texture at all. So this year coming into it, I was like, screw it. No, I mean, the rules doesn't say I can't. You just can only tag 2. So
right.
I'm going to cook 2 extra racks like I would any other comp. And then I'll just obviously focus on my 2 tags. And
what'd you think about that,
Eddie? World
Eddie?
of difference.
Oh, he's muted. Hold on. Go ahead.
Keep him muted.
What do you think about that, Eddie?
No, that's cool. I mean, when I used to cook on drums, I didn't really have that problem with the cooking 2 racks. I would always only cook 2 racks. Now I cook them on the Jambo, and I still don't have a problem. So,
well, you're a stud.
But it's good to know for the future. I mean, if I go back to drums and I'm not liking my texture, I'll fucking throw in 2 extra racks.
Or dog buster. I do think that's a little nugget, my man, that you provided there. That you feel like last year didn't help you there, but all right. So you're done cooking. Did you sauce before your contestant supervisor showed up?
Yes, I did.
So you didn't
basically. I mean, for my ribs, I pulled. I watched her neighbor because she had been doing very well on timelines, and we were, paying attention to that.
Who's your
and
neighbor?
The ribs. It was her neighbor was.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I don't remember the exact name. They're really nice people, awesome people.
Great dirty rice.
Yes, they cooked for catering. Man, they cooked some good dirty rice. They cooked a bunch of good things that were make you want to go get in line and get a plate for sure. But I decided, I talked to Stacy, and rule wise, we weren't cutting, we weren't doing that, but I pulled them out, set them a little bit, then I sauced them, and then just kind of left them sitting in the pan and waited. And then once she busted around that corner, I was ready to pull them out and start cutting them up. I got made fun of a lot. I don't know why I was so excited this year. Nervous would be probably the proper word, because I'm literally having to hold the opposite end of my electric knife because I'm just so excited, intense. I don't even freaking know, but I legit was to the point of she's asking my wife, "Is he okay?" he's fine. He's just a little he's a little anxious, I guess. And I don't know why, but they were good. They were good. I don't know what to do different on them.
Good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Brisket, I'm sure you cooked your normal Josh Hale brisket.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we went with 2, obviously. And
Did you?
the one I thought was gonna be really good ended up being a little different. Stacy and Reagan both,
This texture wasn't good.
same concept. We had set a timeline. All right, once she gets over here, we're gonna pull it out, start setting it, and then we'll wait. And then once she showed up, all right, as soon as she shows up, I'm gonna cut one slice. You and Reagan try it, finish it real quick, see what y'all think. First one that I thought was gonna be the best ended up being the texture was a little off. The brisket that I thought was a little weaker, she took a lot of injection the night before, and she was they both, as soon as they tasted that one, they both shook their heads yes. We're like, there you go, that's the one.
Eddie, did you cook 2 last year?
No, I cooked 1.
He didn't walk, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't walk. The year before that, I cooked 1 too. I was 10th overall. So
there you go.
It's the only cook-off I've ever cooked 2 briskets at. I did it last year and I did it this year.
I did. I said it earlier. I cooked 2 this year. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess why not cook 2? They're tagging 2.
Why not?
People want to eat.
Right. Well, they can eat it, right?
I get why you lose focus, and I understand that. Doing 1, I'm going to focus on it.
Yep.
And he had 2 cans to cook each. He had a can on. He only had 1 brisket on each can.
Yeah,
how many cans y'all have in that 5x5 y'all had back there?
Hey,
as many
we
as we
5x5. We were 9.5 by 9.5 is what we had.
In a hot box.
My boys were in the grand champions cooked in a literal 10x10 space.
Sauna.
To the T. 8-foot table, 2 boxes with all of our stuff loaded up underneath the table.
Stacy, send me a picture of your setup, please, and I'll post it up here if you want.
4 cans. I think we had 4. We had 4 cans in there.
They were and last year y'all killed it. Second place brisket, and y'all had a bigger space last year.
No,
you could even have
2 teams in the same tent.
We could have the opposite sides last year.
Scotty cooked 1 brisket and got 11th and tied up to 9th in Houston. Way to go, Scotty. Good job.
Which I'm all about. That 2 brisket thing can get you in trouble if you're not, And I kind of noticed that you're focusing on 1 and it's not.
Second place chicken tied for first. 32nd rib brisket. What brisket ended up?
12.
14th tied for 13th, I believe.
Nice.
I think is what it was.
First overall.
That's how you win. That's how you win. Jackie asked what my placings were. We had a 36th chicken. We had do that again. Reagan, put your thumbs up. Oh, never mind. Didn't work again. At a 94th rib. The only thing that I would say about my ribs, they were really good. The only thing I would say about my ribs is normally I pan my ribs, and I did pan them again, but I normally cover them in aluminum foil, like the set you roll out. The team that I was cooking with, we had those tin those covers, right? The hard aluminum lids that you could put over a full pan. Yeah. And we did that on that one. And so I feel like it didn't let any air get out of there, any steam get out of there. So whenever I opened that lid up, I was like, I was taking a little back at how dark they were. They weren't my normal deal. But once we sauced them and got them in the sunlight, they were fine. But obviously they don't judge in the sunlight. So it was a little different. So anyway, they were 94th. And my brisket, which I really felt really good about, was 35th. So we were 30th overall, 248 teams, whatever. So I was, whatever. whatever.
You got to be happy with whatever it ends up.
I know. But that was year 3 for me. So year 1, I was 96. Year 2, 63rd. Year 3, 30th. So if I keep dropping 30 spots, look out. I could be number 1 next year. We'll see.
You're bound to be there.
And I look, I mean, it's Houston. I mean,
yeah,
you got 248, 250 crammed teams in there of good cooks. I mean, it's
fourth
hard.
brisket cooked 1. Fourth brisket.
It's hard to get too mad.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You concentrate on 1. I just at the very last minute, I was like, "You're only." My contestant supervisor said, "You only tagging 1," like it was a surprise. I'm like, "Man, I got another Wagyu here. Fuck it, I'll tag 2. Let's go." So that's why I decided on that. So all good. All right, this show is gonna go long. Are you guys good? Are you still good?
Good. I got nowhere.
We haven't talked about the stage yet. So y'all go to the stage. Are y'all in that little holding point right in front?
They wouldn't let us in.
You didn't go into the little. So
even after we won, they still wouldn't let us in for another 5-10 minutes.
So Rob, you know that we were literally when we walked up there, we were in the back where the kind of where they had the picnic tables and everything back there.
By the international.
In the back.
Oh, y'all were way back there.
Oh,
yes,
I was always told be back in the classroom.
We were in the back, kind of standing back there. I think we were staying with Bill and Bobby and a few other people. That's just kind of where we meandered, and that's where we stopped. Is where we were, because we know. I mean, we weren't going to get to go up on stage, so
right.
You know, we just went there, and there you go. We stood there.
So they call second chicken, right? I'm sure y'all are freaking out. Reagan, I'm sure you're freaking out.
Happy
as can be.
Y'all know y'all don't get a finalist rib or finalist brisket. So they get to the overall.
Pooch.
What were y'all thinking?
Which they only call reserve and grand.
Oh, that's right.
So they call reserve.
That's another thing they need to change.
Top 10.
Call top 10. Call top 10.
Give a little more love. Same as the people that get banners.
Yeah.
Only calling the top 3. Man, 200 average, 248 teams, 250.
Yeah.
I understand you're trying to keep the pace going.
They got music to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I understand that, and I respect that. But man, those people that busted their butts, let them know that they just got a 10th place brisket or a 10th place, you know.
Yeah.
They don't have to come up there, but at least let those people know and give them that respect that, man, you earned it. Here you go, 10th place chicken or 9th or whatever. Don't need to come up here, but at least give them that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And it's not going to take long. Just boom, 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 boom. Get to that. You're maybe talking a minute added on for each category. So you're maybe talking 5 more minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's up, Bree? Bree was our co-host last week at the social for the Pitmaster social. That was fun. Reagan, Josh, y'all were both there. Real quick, touch on that. What'd y'all think of that 5th annual first time?
Great job.
Thank you, bro. That's what I want to hear. I want some. I'm just kidding. No, but Reagan did a great job because you went through too much of your tequila on Wednesday night, bro.
We put some bottles down.
It was a good show. It was awesome. And if any official Houston people are listening, it was not a party.
It was awesome, man.
It was a gathering like every other barbecue comp we go to, where all the cooks get to hang out, shoot shit. You know, we don't have to cook tomorrow, so we can actually hang out and relax.
All right, your overall final thoughts on being a world champion at Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Reagan, I'll let you go first, please, sir.
It's why we cook barbecue. You get to end up first in a big contest like that. A world championship means everyone to someone that really goes out there to cook barbecue and competition.
100%.
And wow, it's my second one and sure is a happy day.
Congratulations, Reagan. Josh, Stacy, what does that mean to you, man? World champion at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Bucket list. I've set very high goals for myself, for us, since we've started from day one. Wow. I stand by that. Wow. And I'm still trying to actually swallow that. Not that I don't think I'm good enough to go do it, that we aren't good enough to go win it, but just
Absolutely are,
wow.
bro.
To get
You did it. You
to
done it.
get to go cook against all your,
Proven.
people you look up to. Yeah, and you get that call. I mean, I enjoyed more watching Reagan and my wife. I realized once they called our team, and let me be crystal, I didn't realize at first that it was our team because I was like, dang, man, I screwed it up. I did something wrong. And once they call it, I mean, Reagan, Barefoot's gone. My wife's not too far behind him, and she is jumping higher than I realized she could jump and hooting and hollering. And I remember Bill was standing right there, and Bobby and a few other people. But Bill, I mean, I literally just stared at him, and he even told me, he goes, bro, you were just looking at me like you were lost, like you didn't even see me. Like, is this for real? And I'm like, I really didn't know it was for real. I wasn't really thinking we actually legit had a shot. And here comes my wife running back. We gotta go. It's us. It's us. And I'm like, is this for real? I mean, like, for real? I don't want to run all the way up there and cut through people. And is this for real? And you realize it is, and it's. I mean, Wednesday night. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I still don't fully wrap my head around. I mean, it means the world. You set a goal and you hit one of them, and you're like, wow, it's freaking awesome.
Well, all three of you guys are world champions at a major. Fucking awesome. 2-time for Reagan at a major. Josh, that's so fucking cool. What a cool story. What's that?
I said Memphis ain't too far away.
It's coming back up. You're right. It's coming back up. I don't know if we'll get to some boxes, man. If you guys want to stick around for some boxes. I know Josh loves boxes. Reagan, I don't know what you're doing, man, but it's 2 hours in. However, I do want to get to the Mount Rushmore for Reagan because Josh, you've already done your Mount Rushmore. Do you want to go over the ones you've done? So a recap to the Gooder gang. And again, a Mount Rushmore, people that may have inspired you, helped you along the way. You can change it if you want. If you want to put Eddy on there now, you're welcome to. But these are people that have inspired you, helped you along the way. Maybe people that whatever it may be, your own personal barbecue Mount Rushmore. Who are the 4? Who's in the gift shop?
What's the gift shop?
Gift shop is somebody that almost made it on the mountain, but he's got a cool ass bobblehead in the gift shop. So you got 5 to choose. And did I say Reagan? Josh, you ready to go?
Josh, you go.
Okay. My Mount Rushmore. For me, my Mount Rushmore would be people that that have helped me, or my wife and I along the way that I look up to. For me, I might have to go with Tim Shear. This is no order. Tim Shear, Reagan, Brad Leidiger, Aaron Leslie, and then my gumball bobblehead
gift
shop. I mean, that I look up to, and that is listening to his aspect of things, and learning. Fred Robles, the dude, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, that'd be mine.
Very solid. Tim Shear, Reagan, Broesche, Brad Leininger, and Aaron Leslie. The gift shop is Fred. Damn, talk about that's a pretty badass Mount Rushmore right there. Big time Mount Rushmore.
That is pretty big.
All right, Reagan. So you see how it goes, bro. This is a treat, man. I'm excited to hear.
My Mount Rushmore.
35 years.
It's gonna go
35.
Brother Dickey, Tim Shear,
Tim Shear,
Brad Leininger, Josh Hale.
Josh Hale's on your Mount Rushmore.
My bobblehead, Jay Tinney.
Oh, classic. OG. I haven't heard his name in a while.
And that's where I would roll it every day.
So Reagan's is Brother Dickey, Tim Shear, Brad Leininger, Josh Hale. Josh, you're on first time Josh Hale's mentioned on a Mount Rushmore. I love it.
Because he deserves it.
He does, absolutely. And Jay Tinney.
And he knows it. He wants to say he doesn't, but he deserves it.
He does. Hey, a lot of the people that watch this show are new to barbecue, maybe never have heard of Jay Tinney. Who's Jay Tinney, bro? Talk to him. Talk about him.
The hardest working man in barbecue.
Harder than, let's see who.
He makes
Joey
me
Machado.
nervous cooking next to him.
Oh, does he?
And you want to know
and-
why Josh Hale? Because in that 4 years that boy's been cooking, he's learned a lot more about barbecue than most of us have forgotten.
I think Josh has a barbecue shed in his backyard with like a lab where he's spinning all kinds of different rubs and putting them together.
Than a
and
meth
doing all
lab.
kinds of shit. A lot better than a meth lab. 100%.
Cooked brisket, not meth.
All right, barbecue homie. So Reagan, these are somebody that you talk to all the time. Can't be the same as your Mount Rushmore. Somebody you talk to all the time. Somebody you call. Somebody you confide in. Maybe set up next to, whatever it may be. Josh, you're first, bro.
Well, when did these new rules get established?
They're not new. The same. And then your gumball is kind of like the gift shop, almost your barbecue homie, but right there.
Well, I mean, then for me, this is not even my barbecue homie. Still Eddie. It is. Reagan.
Was that
he's
too
just,
bold?
I don't count. Reagan. I don't count him as my barbecue homie. He's Reagan's my family. My wife's family. He's our family. So.
Brad Leininger just mentioned me in a comment, probably because of you guys right now.
Well, Eddie's still my barbecue homie.
Goat and barbecue.
Even though, I think he made the comment at the beginning of the show, we're not cooking as much, but he wasn't cooking as much last year, and we were running and gunning. But Eddie's my boy, Eddie's he's my barbecue homie.
Okay, who's your gum?
It's
Gumball, almost your barbecue homie, not quite.
I don't lie. Reagan, he's family.
Reagan's on your Mount Rushmore.
No. Okay, if I don't have one on Mount Rushmore and I can't do Reagan as family, then I'm going to use you.
No, that's not what I meant. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, are we back at Houston Rodeo? Are we making up new rules? Why can't I say you? I like to get to.
Well, thank you, Josh. I love you guys too.
Well,
thank you very much.
Legit love to get to talk to you and hang out with you. And
Absolutely.
If you're right, respectfully, if I can't use Reagan, and I get it because I'm a Mount Rushmore / family. Eddie's my barbecue homie. Then I'll put you right there.
Fucking Tony. Yes, Rob is a gumball. Yeah, I'll take it. I love it. Gumball. All right, Reagan. Who's your barbecue homie? Can't be in same person on your Mount Rushmore.
I know a lot of Texas cooks won't know who it is, but all of us KCBS have been boat rided. So boat ride is the one right there.
Boat ride. I got to hear this story. All right, and who's almost your barbecue homie? The gumball machine.
Oh shit. I don't know. We'll go with Joey Smith.
Joey Smith. All right. Captain Joey Smith. Man, look at producer Ty's on it quick. Hey, great show. Y'all want to do a couple boxes before we get out of here?
I'm not scared.
What's the box?
It's been a hot minute since I dished out some sevens. So.
All right. Well, so let me explain what the boxes are. Producer Ty's going to put a.
When we talk about box, I'm talking about box.
No, we're not. We're not talking about that kind of box. Producer Ty's going to hold on. He's going to put a box like that, The Gooder Gang is going to rate it from we're going to do CBA scales: 10 excellent, 9 very good, 8 fair, and 7 is poor. The first thing we're going to rate is Josh's mustache.
10.
Oh, Josh's mustache.
12.
Gooder Gang, do your thing. Is it a 10, 9, 8, or 7? 10 is excellent, 9 very good, 7 is fair, and 8 is fair, 7 is poor.
I got
Gooder Gang, do your thing. Tony said
so bad.
69.
I got beat up so bad when we got to Houston last week.
Tony said 69.
Definitely.
South Texas Blaze 10. It's pretty good, Josh. I feel like you need to if a cat is in a tree, I think you need to go save it here in the next 5 minutes.
He did tell me.
There's another one.
8, too much shadow. 8, 9, 10, 11, perfect score.
I have done 80s Lone Star, new sheriff in town, firefighter.
Rated.
What was the other one?
1970s. You got a 1970, Josh. 9 as in inches. All right. I've embarrassed Josh enough on this rate my stash comment right there. All right, producer Ty. We won't be.
You gotta look like an 80s porn star, and that's what wins world champions. He will take it all day, every day.
Hey.
Hey.
I can do it. I can do the stash too. Let's go.
I will never shave this again if it gives me the world championship. I promise you. I will go to my grave with this thing pretty good. Chicken.
This is not HLSR, people. For those who don't know, this is Lone Star.
Got to be 2 chickens in a box.
This is such a weird angle. We'll do it real quick. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Let's just judge the birds, the bass boating, and the seasoning.
Team Wingtip.
Team Wingtip. I was Team Wingtip this weekend because they wouldn't let me cut it off.
Never should.
You turned in a chicken that actually had all of its body parts?
I did.
They can't fly without the tip.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
My bad. I do want to I do want to try. I love me some Theo Vaughn. This is a good quote here.
And I'm competitive. My friends are alcoholics. And I'm competitive.
All right, let's go, Ty. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on this chicken box. Here we go. 9, 9, 9. Need some bass boating. A lot of 9s. 110. A lot of 9s. Reagan, chicken. You're up first.
I give it a 9, 10. 9, 10.
10.
Okay. I'll go next. I'll give this I'll give it a 9. Borderline 8. I don't see enough bass boating. I do like the set sauce. 9. Josh.
I mean, I'll give it a solid 9 for sure.
Okay, 9. Eddie.
I mean, a little more bass boating, but yeah, I'll give it a 9.
All right, 9. All of us 9. Reagan with a 10. Next box, Ty. We'll go through these pretty quickly. 1, 2,
Boomerang.
3, 4, 5,
It's
6,
a boomerang.
7, 8, 9, 10. All right, this is a This is a Houston box.
Man, I'm just sticking my foot.
This is the Houston box. What could they do differently, Josh Hale, for Houston?
Chop the edge.
Make it look good.
How many boxes do we have to judge?
I don't know. I
just don't want to burn the bridge or put my foot in them. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of this box, and whoever it is, I truly apologize.
All right, 7, 8, 8.
I'm rolling with
7.
a 7 right out the gate with that one.
Ooh,
I'm sorry
7.
if it's anybody.
Why? Why 7?
First off, I don't like the boomerang.
Yep.
And possibly maybe the shadow of the angle. It looks dry as a popcorn fart. And just
All right.
the way it's cascaded in there. I'm not a fan.
All right, G-Wall said 8, not a curve fan, but Houston doesn't like flavor. The hell, old heads, probably a 10 in Houston. Eddie, brisket.
I mean, yeah, I don't really care for this box. 7.
I'll go next. I'll give it an 8. It doesn't. The pre-trim needs to be better. So measure the box and do your better job on pre-trimming this thing. You probably went a 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch too long on either side of this thing. So yeah, 8. Reagan.
I would have flown 7 all day. It's uglier than that, though.
Reagan, shots fired. Next. Y'all can hear my dog. Sorry.
Hold on. Let's let this simmer for 1 second.
At a 5.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, Josh. Ty, go ahead.
I was just seeing if someone was going to say anything.
I think
Man,
we did.
if it's
No, I mean of who owns.
5.
Oh, if anyone wants to claim it.
Yeah, because I know what this box is, and I know whose it is and where it finished.
And here's the deal.
Place. Is this first place?
It's all
No,
subjective.
this is a 4th place brisket.
4th place brisket. Okay.
Well, I think second place at the Royal last year, too. It was about as ugly as it gets.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
There it is.
There
Right
you
there,
go.
Charlie.
Charlie Kings. There you go.
I mean,
Follow the rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. This is not a Houston brisket. G-Wall told you. Hey, Charlie. Hey, reserve grand champion right there. Congratulations, man. Can't argue
again,
with results.
I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings or say anything bad.
Oh, did you know? Did you know?
We're all assholes.
I mean, I give it an 8. I'm okay with that. I bet it tastes good. It had to have tasted great.
And that's exactly what I stand on. I bet it tasted way better than what I turned
100%.
in.
All right, Gooder Gang. No one's chiming in right here. 7, just too much wrong here. No smoke ring 7. I agree. No, it's there. It's just hard to see. ZZ Top. He just said no, thank you. 8 from Brian. Sean Trainer 9. Reagan, you're up first, sir.
I wouldn't go high. I wouldn't go low, but it's getting an 8.
All right, I'll go next. I like the thickness of the slices, the uniformity of the layout. I'll go 8. I can't give it anything more than that right now. Sorry. Eddie.
I need to clean their cameras, but
yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, I don't really like it. I'll give it an 8.
Josh Hale.
I'd do a solid 8.
Okay, I think we're all in agreement here. Salmon brisket with that lighting. Yeah, it did clean your camera, like Eddie said. It's if you're gonna submit a box to the So Smoking Gooder Show, please
make it.
And Ty, we need to do some.
Be willing to have some
filtering. There we go. Next.
Well, Melody Vincent's got a good idea. I think I'm going to start an app and we're going to submit a bunch of stuff and it'll automatically pick like the best ones based on votes and we'll just judge those on the show. But that's something I'll talk.
We need to see some bad ones too to help.
Yeah, we'll mix in some bad ones, but
right.
yeah, we need to get it better and better and better.
Yeah,
we're all
awesome.
comp cooks. I want people to hurt my feelings too.
100%. I'll go last on this one. I have thoughts.
Did they still stand on it?
Actually, I'll let the tied for chicken champion go last. I'll go right before Reagan. Eddie, you go first. Josh second. Me third. Reagan last. We're waiting for some Gooder Gang comments to chime through real quick. Hey, shout out to the Gooder Gang. I know it's late. It's past 10 o'clock. We went from 80 to 40, but you guys are still holding in strong. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What a great show. We don't get to see Reagan on these type of shows almost never. And talk about Josh's beard, man. Some ladies went to bed early, apparently. 8, 9. What's up, Jimmy? 8. All right, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8. I don't really like how this chicken looks.
Why not? What don't you like?
Help. It doesn't look. I mean, the sauce, the color,
looks gritty.
Doesn't really look appealing to me.
All right, Josh.
Yes, I'm right with Eddie. It doesn't look appealing. It's got a wingtip. I'm an 8 too. I'm with Eddie. I'd do an 8.
I'm gonna go 8 as well. I don't like the set of the sauce. I don't see a lot of bass boating on here. Everything looks really small. Like there's no plumpness of the breast. There's no plumpness of the leg. There's no plumpness of the thigh. Yeah, it's an 8 for me. It looks almost ketchupy or orangey. So 8. Reagan.
I know it's hard to put 2 chickens in a box, but I don't know. It looks like they spilled sand on it. Doesn't mean I'm right, but I'd give it a 7.
I could have put 3 chickens of these in here. Skip leg day, Ricky Ruiz says. All right, next. All right, we'll go 10 more minutes. So Ty, that's a good one. I was going to tell you to pick your best 3 after this, and we'll get out of here. Gooder gang, do your thing here. Okay, man, that's clean your camera before taking a photo, as Eddie said.
I put my glasses on to look at that.
Oh man, all right, we gotta look at this. Brian Stewart says nope. Jackie says ooh. Jimmy 9, 8. This guy sent the This guy just sent the brisket. That's a top 10 chicken at Houston, says Brian.
I think they spilled pepper on it.
I'll go first here. I can't tell, is it like dark in the room or whatnot? There is a lot of pepper on here, so I cannot say there's not enough bass boating. There's definitely some bass boating on this bird here. Man, I'm not gonna kill it. I'm gonna give it a solid. I would love to see if there were definitely different lighting in here. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. Eddie.
I'm gonna give it probably like a 7.
Ooh. I had to put my glasses on to look at it,
man.
But I still give it an 8.
Yeah, it's like it's too much pepper, too dark.
Josh?
I mean, it might be the lighting. I don't know.
Well, that's exactly the front half of the bird. That breast looks really plump, looks good, shining. Like the angle, the lighting. I mean, of course, it does look a little deformed with no leg being there, or just that plump. Man, I want to give it a 9, but I'm going to go with an 8.
All right, 3 8s and a 9. Whoever's box that is, if you want to claim it, I'd claim it. It's not bad. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean,
it's not bad. Horrible.
Could
picture.
be the angle, the lighting. But
all right, next like box producer Ty. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. All right, this is definitely not a Houston box. Probably CBA. I'm gonna let the brisket guys go first.
Eddie.
Go ahead, Eddie. We'll check in with the Gooder gang after.
Fuck, dude. That doesn't really look appealing to me, man. Like I don't even want to try it. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Reagan.
I'm not trying to be mean, but and I don't want to score this low, but God, I'd give it a 6.
Jesus.
I'm not trying to be mean.
Josh, go up. Josh, you're up.
I would have found a different brisket with the box.
Charlie, that was second. Wait, Charlie, great job. Hey, I liked it. I gave it a 9, bro. We're good.
What, the chicken? Talking about the chicken?
The chicken, that was Charlie's chicken. He did that at Houston.
So that was what? What place was that?
Scored it good.
He was reserve grand champion, so we killed all his boxes.
So, hey, sorry, Charlie. Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie.
Opinions vary.
That's a chicken of the sea comment right there.
I'm not going to give a 7. I'll do an 8 on this box, but it is not the most appealing by no means, but I do an 8.
It's a little dark for me. It's laid in the box. It's laid in the box pretty symmetrical, except for those first one, the second one. After that, it was perfect. I'll give it an 8 as well. That was 15. That was 15 chicken for Charlie. All right, next. This is a Houston chicken, guarantee you.
Yeah, the box is small.
The box is small. The bird
Houston.
is small.
They are small at Houston.
And they always talk about making it bigger, but that box is always small.
Dude, yeah, it was tight. It was
Our
tight.
neighbors stuck out either side of the fucking box 3 inches, and I watched them tape it together.
Reagan, do you want to post a chicken box? You don't have to.
I don't take pictures of boxes.
What?
I don't take pictures of boxes.
Well, I know Stacy does.
Stacy probably has a picture of my chicken.
Will you allow her to send it in?
Oh, I could give a shit less. I hope people give it a 2.
Stacy, send it to Ty. He'll get it on. And we'll mix it in real quick. All right, a lot of 9s on this chicken here. I'll go first. I kind of agree on this. A lot of 9s on this. I want a darker sauce, but overall looks good. I'll give it a 9.
I'd give it an 8.
Okay. Reagan gave it an 8. Why 8? Why 8, Reagan?
It just looks like the seasoning's all.
A little much.
Doesn't look
little much. Not uniform.
It's very ununiform.
Yeah. Eddie?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. And there's a lot of seasoning in some spots and not enough seasoning in other spots. I'm gonna go 8.
Josh, you get a chicken last vote here.
I mean, I love the color. I mean, man, if the seasoning was more evenly out and everything, I don't say it very often. I'd almost give that a 10 because it's big, plump, pretty. I love that color. But I mean, I'm giving it a 9 just because.
If the seasoning was spread out, I agree.
We have not given anything a 10 yet, boys. Come on, Ty. Give us a 10 here, Ty.
There's a 10.
10 for the shirt. 10 for the shirt. Great
There's
job.
a 10.
Great job.
Or 2. I'm not sure.
That's Daddy Dutch. Great job, Daddy Dutch.
10 or a 2.
He gave himself a 9. Oh, there he is. He gave himself a 10. Great job, Daddy Dutch. I told you I would never say that again. I said it one time, Daddy Dutch. Next. This angle's hard to judge.
Yeah. It's a hard angle.
It looks like it has seasoning on top of the sauce. A little too thick.
I'm okay with that though. That's their
but that's
right before they box and turn it in.
Take a bite as a judge.
Right before they put the seasoning, boxed it, and turned it in.
But that's a gritty bite for a judge if that's not fine ground seasoning.
I agree with you there.
And then on that, I like the ribs. I'm gonna give it a 9.
I wish I could see from a front end, but I'm gonna give it a 10.
Oh, you shot a 10. Oof.
I like the color. I like the thickness of the slices. I like the pullback of the bone of the toes.
I like the box.
I like the box too. I do. I like it.
It's just the angle. If you're gonna send it in, just the angle.
I would like to see, like I said, I'd like to see a front end deal, but I can't fault this view here. 10. Light 10, but it's still.
I'm staying 9.
I will go strong 9 because if the angle is better, what I'm seeing, I think potentially it's probably pretty decent.
Those are some good thickness on those top ones. That's a Houston box, by the way. There's 5 on 4.
It looks it.
Yeah, Eddie.
I'll give it a 9.
All right, a 9 for Eddie's a 11 for most. Next. How many more we got, Ty? Good ones. How many more good ones we got?
Oh, that's it. I thought you said 3 more after the last one. I can go find another one if you want me to.
Find one more good one and we'll close this thing out. Reagan, what'd you think about the show, man? Thanks for joining us. I know you don't do a whole bunch of these, but we appreciate you, man. And you're awesome. Like I said earlier, you're a great ambassador for barbecue. If you guys don't know Reagan, go up and meet him. If you're, if this dude you've seen him around but never come up and talk to him, go talk to him, man. It's such a great dude. He really is. Of course, Josh and Eddie are as well, and I guess you guys know those guys now. But Reagan doesn't do a whole bunch of these things, so thank you very much, Reagan. And
you're more than welcome.
Please go up and, but don't go into his candy drawer. That'll fuck you up.
No. Adult candies.
Those are adult candies. Did we see this one already?
I'm tired. That was not a good one to end.
Fucking Reagan. Oh, okay. All right. Are we doing this?
If Stacy sent my box, did you put it up there so we can give it a 2?
If I wish she would send it. I mean, I would not be biased.
I think this is it.
I hope not.
This is not. No, this is not.
I hope not. Also,
if that's my box, I fucking hope not.
You all know me as OCD. That is not his box. I know for a fact.
All right.
I know it's not my box.
No.
All right. So, Ty, Reagan's chicken box was sent. So we're
Yeah. I'm trying to stall. I'm clipping it out right now. I'll be right with you.
All right. No problem. No problem.
Because again, that's my chicken box. Holy shit! How did we win Houston?
All right. Whoever's chicken this is, I do want to eat this thing. This looks good.
And I was about to say, well, I do
want to eat this, but it's competition barbecue. I got to give it a 9.
I'd go 8 because the heavy seasoning and then little in some spots.
It's heavy seasoning, heavy sauce.
I could feel that seasoning in my teeth, bro.
Real light sauce.
I was thinking the same thing. I can feel it. Yeah.
I kind of feel like I'm chewing on sandpaper.
But I just want to eat it. I do definitely want to.
Probably great.
Yeah, and it does. It looks good. Just
I love my boy Brian Fox with the nice foil comment. He does comment on foil quite a bit. Yeah, chicken mole. Yeah, Mario. Yeah, I do want to try it, bro. It looks good for sure. It does look good.
Does look good, but
did we rate it? I gave it a 9. What'd y'all give it, guys?
8 because of the heavy seasoning.
A little heavy seasoning. Heavy sauce, dude.
I'm gonna go 8 also. And there's no definition. It's not defined. You can't see where the head starts, where the breast starts.
Yeah,
when you get Reagan on here more, he'll dish out some serious scores to hurt people's feelings.
I'm loving having Reagan on here. Yeah. Well, this might need to be the Rate My Box crew here. Mario 8. Jimmy said the same thing. 8 looks like one piece.
It does. It legit does look like one piece.
Let's see here. What we got, Ty. We're still
Okay, you ready for the last one?
That number 2 chicken box. Give
we're
it a
waiting
2.
on Reagan's box.
All right, here we go.
Give it a 2.
Give it a 2.
Yep, there's a 2.
I'm sure it's not a 2, bruh.
Second.
All right.
Second place. All right. Looks like you have a red camper or red top above you. Eddie, you're up first, sir.
I love the color. Only thing I don't like is the backbone got cut out too much, so made that leg quarter kind of kick out to the back. But man, it looks fucking great.
Because they don't fit in the box.
Give it a 9.
Oh, mama, low, don't be honest.
Yeah, 9. I mean, the color looks good.
8, 9, 8, 9, 9. Rubs look blotchy, sauce thick. Looks like Michelin. 9. Nobody's giving it 10. I can't I'll let you guys vote. What do you guys think, Reagan? As you're looking at it right now,
God, 9.
5. Yeah. I'd be honest about that. Yeah, I mean, looking at this picture, I'd say a 9.
I would say a 9 as well. I do. I don't see a lot of bass boating either. I just see sauce on here. But hey, you said it was a smooth box.
I mean, it was dang smooth.
I will post my box just because Reagan did the same thing, and I'm not asking for. I want you guys to rate it like you would. I did do the tinge of some stripes just because Bill Purvis won last year champion chicken. Here's my box. I did push that wingtip back quite a bit. Gooder gang, do your thing. Kill it if you want. I don't care right there. But
I'd like a little more red in that sauce, but
that was 36 chicken.
I'm still gonna go 9.
Yeah, I would too. At this point, looking at it, I would like a little more red at it.
I would like it a little more red in the sauce.
I would too.
But I'd rather 9 all day, every day. The Bengal
That's not a
striped
Sharpie.
tiger.
That's not a Sharpie, Steven.
That's a tiger.
Those stripes aren't good enough to be called.
I wouldn't.
Sharpie.
They're
That's
there,
a
but they're
tiger.
not Sharpied.
G-Wall
said that marker job didn't pan out. That's not what I'm going for, though, bro. That's actually, I'm actually going for a little lighter than that right there. So, y'all
I'm
seen my
giving it a
chicken boxes
7.
before. Eddie gives it a 7. There is some bass boating. It's hard to see on there, but they're there.
That was
Looks
right
like
at the
the
last
top is
second.
gonna get stuck in the top of my teeth.
I think we ought to get
All
some
right,
marks.
well, let's get out of here, boys and girls.
Good night, folks.
And the 41K still in 2 hours and 40 minutes later. Producer Ty, get in here. You're a big part of this show.
All right,
This
I'm sober
show-
now. I gotta go get high.
This show is sponsored by Boomstick. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But if you're on TikTok, no, I'm just kidding.
Go
but
ahead,
hey,
Rob. Go ahead.
I was kidding, but I'll do it again. Boomstick, let's go. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not,
sponsored. Hey, but
What was that? Nose candy?
bring everybody in here, please. Jimmy, you're gonna be in Concan. All right. Shout out to the Getter Gang still in there. I see Adam Martin. That's Get Up Chucky, for those that don't know.
It looks like
Stacy,
your
Hale,
fucking bird.
Brian,
Get Up
Tony
Chucky.
Tanache with his chopped off wingtip. Jimmy Savage in the house. Charlie King's reserve grand champion at Houston. These boys right here, grand champions. G. Walt's in the house. Jackie Milligan, Stephen Rosinski. Thank you guys and gals for sticking around for 2 hours and 40 minutes long. Hey,
Yeah, shout out. I think I heard Michelle Martinez or saw Michelle Martinez's name 20th place chicken somewhere. So
All
shout
right.
out to Michelle.
20th place chicken. I like it. Congratulations. It's a This is a contest where you don't know where the big boys and gals are gonna fall, but it was fun, man. It was fun
for sure.
It was fun. Josh, any last closing comments before you get out of here, my man?
Heck, you don't even know where the big boys or the big girls are cooking at, to be honest, in Houston.
Right.
That I think that's kind of what makes it fun too. Is
yes, 100%.
You're sitting there trying to figure out, is that one of your buddies? Is that one of your homies? Or is it somebody we don't know? I mean, that is also, I respect that. It's one of those excitements of, who was that? Who is it? Fun. And I still stand by. I mean, humble as I could be. I mean,
we're
freaking Wednesday night, and I'm still like, did that really just happen? Whoa.
That is pretty awesome.
Freaking
Todd,
whoa.
before we get to Reagan's last comments, what'd you learn? What'd you like tonight, man?
Well, what I learned is that they said they were. Here's what I know about Josh. I think they finished overall 7th last year or 2 years ago, and they were very upset with that because of they played out in their mind all the mistakes they made. They even said it earlier in the podcast that they were upset. So what did they do? I know Josh, and I know his frame of mindset from being a sniper and everything. He took every single thing that he went, and he probably game planned it and war gamed it about 1,000 times. And then, Reagan, and being the experienced guy that he is, just was like, fuck it, this is how we're going to do it. And they came back and were as resilient as hell, and then they freaking won it. So
I'm loving the dynamics between both of you guys. Like, Reagan is just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my chicken on. I'm going to go.
It is legit.
I know what the chicken's going to do.
That's right.
It's the most legit direct opposite of each other.
I talked to her.
The odd couple
beforehand.
The odd
couple. It's the odd couple that is just very good. But he is, all right, I'll throw this on, then where are you going? I'm going to go walk over here and I'm going to take your walk. And never even look. I mean, it is that odd couple, and it's freaking.
Wasn't my
but that's
first
also what I've
chicken.
said to everybody. It's
Fred just woke up from a nap. Hey, you're late for work, bro. You need to go to work.
It has helped me become a better cook watching Reagan and that whole be relaxed.
I learned most of it from Tim Shear. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, pulling Timmy off that
serious.
stage was a chore, by the way. Thank you, Reagan.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Hey, Reagan, any last comments?
It's hard to get him off.
That was my fault. Any last comments before you get out of here, Mr. Barefoot Reagan?
No, stay hopeful, stay humble.
Hey, one last toast for the Gooder gang before we get out of here. I know you ain't got nothing, but
to the tall ships that sail the seas, to the airships that fly through the breeze, but to the best ships, and those are those friendships we create here on the Go Gooder Show.
Love it. Y'all stick around just for a second and we'll get you out of here. But Ty, thank you very much. Josh Hale, thank you very much. Reagan,
thank you.
You're awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Drop them down. Eddie Morales, the co-host, thank you very much. What'd you learn? What'd you take from this show tonight, my man?
Man, I love both of them. Obviously, Josh, that's my boy. Reagan, man, that's my boy too. So, man, I love it, man. Seeing them win that. When I got that text message from Brian Fox, hey, did Josh Hale just win fucking Houston? I said, what the fuck? And it was badass, man. We're driving back from the cook-off where I just got my ass whooped, but it turned my night around. So
absolutely
it was good. Badass.
All right. Well, y'all stick around real quick. We'll get out of here. But next week, we're going to be joined by hopefully the winner of the Austin Rodeo and the winner of Con-Can. It doesn't matter. We'll figure out somebody to get on here because we got some big events coming up still. We got the All Fired Up Cook-Off coming up. We got the Weatherford Barnyard Cook-Off coming up. Lots still going on. And, I mean, this first part of Houston, or this first part of barbecue in Texas, are all 200-plus team contests. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So, anyway, thank you guys and gals from the Gooder Gang for tuning in for this show. We'll be back. Hey, if you haven't already done this, we need some help. YouTube, go right now, please. There's 909 of you guys. We need 1,000 turn around before you go anywhere tonight. Go on YouTube, look us up, So Smoking Gooder Show. There's 28 of y'all watching, 26 now. Go do and follow us on YouTube. We appreciate it, man. Anyway, all right, for producer Ty, for my co-host Eddie, we'll be back next week with another great show. Thank you very much. My name is Rob Broesche, So Smoking Gooder Show. We are out. Thank you. Close us out, Case.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation, YouTube, California.